How are we doing, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ron Swanson. We're joined tonight by the one and only DJ Petrovsky from Sobering Stories. And tonight we're delving into DJ
Fantastic.
Petrovsky from
Oh, hang on a
Sobering
second.
Stories.
Now
And
I've
tonight
got the
we're
live
delving
stream somewhere. Hang on.
into Nick, it's
DJ
not going well.
Petrovsky.
From
Oh, God.
Oh my God, there's so many things that are playing. Nick, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good. It might have been partially me
Let's
too.
shut it all down. Yeah, we shut it all down. Sorry about that, everybody. I need to bring up your links again, mate. I just had to nuke them. But yeah, Nick, DJ Petrovsky, Sobering Stories. We're going to be delving into another aspect of Hayden's story, but also delving into the real life activities of Diana Jenkins, and of course, an individual from Hayden's book she refers to as Stella, who will continue referring to as Stella, or the wife of Satan, as she may be known for legal reasons. Throughout the show.
Yep.
Ron is having some camera issues here. So, Nick, it's good to see you again, bro. How you been keeping? What's been going on?
Man, I've been good. It's good to see you again. It's been a hot minute since we've got together, so it's good to be back.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me on.
you're very welcome.
And, yeah, a lot's been going on. Just really busy making stuff.
Making
videos.
stuff. Hell yeah. Got to make some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do here.
Making
Stuff is the name of the game, bro. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly.
So what I'm going to do now is get your link back up and then try and segue to where we were meant to be segueing at the start.
Great segue is to go ahead and like the stream, subscribe to both of our channels, and share the stream out to 50 to 60 of your closest friends and family members.
Yeah, go grab all the nieces and nephews' tablets and just stream it on 6 or 7 devices. That would be great. But of course, Sobering Stories right here. Links are in the description. The mods will help you guys out by posting them throughout the stream as well. Please like and share. And you know, you've done a video yourself on this whole subject, right?
Mhm.
And take us through your sort of first impressions of when you found out about Hayden compared to where you are now after you've sort of started to peel the label away, so to say.
Well, as typically happens, I'm not really big into pop culture. So that's what I love about the channel is that I get to learn a lot about all these people that I really don't know much about. And Hayden, I was like, that name does not sound familiar at all to me. But then I looked at her and I was like, okay, no, I do know her. And yeah, at first I was just like, man, another young Hollywood / music industry / entertainment industry, we'll just say, death. And she is the same age as I am, and she was like 5 days away from her birthday. And I couldn't have planned this better if I tried, but I actually posted my video. I always post on Fridays. It just happened to be her birthday that day. But really good video if you guys want to go check it out. But we'll talk about some of the stuff here, but I try not to overlap what I talk about. So yeah, we'll talk about some new stuff. I think you're muted.
Yeah, let me know if Nick's sound is a little bit better. I've just adjusted the sound. There was an issue at our end there. You were coming through, Nick. Yeah, you can give a little tweak.
Was it quiet?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, weird. Yeah, I have one of those SM7 MBs. It's super needs a lot of gain. How's that? Better?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
All right. Well, if it still sucks, let me know.
No, you should be fine, mate.
Sam, thanks for watching both.
Yeah.
Yeah, Streamlabs let me go live on my channel, so I'm trying it out.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, and that's freaking right. Okay, so take us through it. You know, when
I actually watched all of your videos on Hayden in preparation for my video, because of course, with everything that Kim is usually the one that finds out about, like literally she's the one that texted me about Dolly Parton just now. And same thing with Hayden. She's like, yo, did you hear about this? You should talk about this. But with Hayden, everybody was showing that video of her talking about the whole yacht incident. And so, of course, like everybody else, I was like, who is this? Who are these people on this yacht? Like, I've got to figure this out. And like you know Babs. I know somebody who knows Babs, but I reached out to them just to get their opinion on it. And surprisingly, it was already all over the internet. Like what they had to say was already everywhere, which I thought was kind of crazy. because I wouldn't have made that link like immediately. It seems
Yeah.
like it was immediate. People just immediately were like, "Oh yeah, Diana Jenkins and James Blunt," and I was like, "Whoa." So immediately I was like, "This is wild. I don't even know who James Blunt is." It's wild that Diana Jenkins is being brought into this because I did a video about Anthony Bourdain. Like
Mhm.
that had to be like 8 months ago, maybe a year
Mm.
ago. It was a while.
Yeah.
I was talking about the silent children stuff. And of course, Haiti is a huge thread between all of that. And Diana comes into play because she was also a part of a lot of humanitarian aid. She also donated millions of dollars to the Clinton Foundation to help with their humanitarian aid
Mhm.
efforts down there. She also has her own humanitarian aid efforts that she does in Ukraine and in Bosnia, and because she's Bosnian, her like background. And so, yeah, I just thought it was wild that she was getting brought into things, especially with what I know about her. I know that she litigates people who bring stuff up. Like if you guys know
Mm.
what NT Lawyer is, NT Lawyer, I
Yeah.
actually included that in my video. But
Mhm.
that post that he included in my video, he actually got sued or was threatened to be sued over that. And he actually had to like retract his
Yeah.
statements and
And
apologize and all that.
yeah, I've interviewed Andy a few times. He was a co-host on a podcast I used to have.
Oh, that's cool.
He's an interesting guy, actually.
Sure.
Just in case there was any wonders what that was, I've read the alleged
Yep.
sections.
Alleged.
Um, okay, so
I should have worn my allegedly
Tanya,
shirt.
Tanya, listen, right? Her full name is Selena Diana Jenkins.
Sanella. It's Sanella Diana.
Sanella
And
Diana Jenkins,
I
and the
think
woman in Hayden's book whose name has been changed is Stella.
yep.
Sanella Stella. I'm not saying they're the same person for legal reasons. I'm merely saying words. They're both
And
words.
and
That's what I'm
Stella
saying.
is not like a it's not like Stella is like a Jane Doe kind of a name. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna call like Jane Doe is what you call a Jane Doe or like
Well,
a
you know what I'm calling it?
mysterious
I'm
person.
calling it definitely me not saying they're the same person. That's what I'm saying, Nick. I don't know if you're
Oh,
saying
yeah,
that, but
yeah,
I'm
no.
saying
I'm not saying
Stella
anything. I just think that
and
Stella is not the
Sanella.
right name. That's all.
Surely different people. Okay. But just in case there's any confusion, we will be referring to the person that we know is the same person in those two persons, maybe allegedly, as the bride of Satan, just for legal reasons. Okay. 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 Carry on, Nick.
Um let's
Nick's like,
see.
oh, we've said, like, no, Ron, I have the same ADHD you have. If you
Yeah.
can't remember what we were talking about, I can't remember what we were talking about. All right, so you were talking about
Well,
went.
you brought up Diana's boat, which I definitely talk about, and that was kind of explosive. Also, the video, I'm sure most of you guys have seen all of this by now. If you haven't, hopefully you'll go watch my video and you'll see it there. But anyways, the James Blunt video that
1 second, Nick. Keep going.
he released this video on August 14th, which means it had to be well like made well before that. But Hayden's book was released like 3 months before she died. So the likelihood that this video was in the works around the same time or even after knowing about her coming out with this stuff is highly likely. I don't know how long music videos take for them to actually put together and make, but my speculation is that he did know that this was coming out somehow and this was made. I don't know, or maybe he didn't and this ended up coming out and then it threw everything off. But that boat video is way too suspicious. The guy being on the menu with what we know about 23 is
Yep.
suspicious. There's just
How
so
about
many
this?
things that are weird about that
Yeah.
altogether.
How about in a fictitious world where you have a fictional group of people who like to humiliate and force members of their group into public displays of cryptic confessions, shall we say, within movies and within the music industry. Does it not seem a bit weird that no one's deleted any comments from underneath that video? Like James Blunt's new music video still has every single comment
It
that's been
does.
left. Some of them have got 2,500 upvotes.
I think it looks more suspicious if he does, just like Tom Hanks. Like that looks so sus when he deletes all the comments, but he keeps posting.
Well,
You're
here's the
like,
thing.
nobody.
Here's the thing. If James Blunt was the guy running his own YouTube channel, sure. But James Blunt doesn't run his YouTube channel. It'll be his record label, right? So why would a business leave that up? Because
Honestly,
there's no investigation. James Blunt isn't under investigation. There's absolutely no charges being brought to him. This is all rumor, effectively, right?
unless he had some insider knowledge about her dying and knew that this was going to literally skyrocket views on his video, and then comments on the
That's
video, good or bad, ultimately boost exposure on the platform. So maybe turning off comments would actually hurt the video. I don't know. I really don't.
I
But
mean, you're not.
timing's
You're
interesting.
right.
The timing is insanely weird. Like you can't. There's no way around it. Even if James Blunt wants to not deny it all up and down, he's one of the few people that I was able to identify that really does fall into the category of who Hayden's talking about. And like, I don't want to accuse him of anything because it may not be him. But I mean, a lot of his videos and like his content that he makes is just him being a pompous asshole. And the description of this guy in her book is a pretty pompous sounding asshole. So I thought, I mean, it would track. It's not like too far out of the realm to be like, oh, that's impossible. Like for him to be accused, he should totally understand why.
Yeah.
And then the video does not help anything. Then we got Diana's boat, where he admits to being on Diana Jenkins' boat. And I was trying to like nail down a time for when this might have happened because he doesn't really say. And it's important to note that this very much is like Hayden's book, where it's supposed to be a document or a biography about James Blunt's life, but it's called loosely based on something fake. I don't even know. I can't remember the name of it, but it's loosely based on some sort of fiction. So there's some embellished stories and then there's some truth to the stories as well. So, and I think that was just a way for him to have plausible deniability about anything that he does say. But when he says names like Diana Jenkins, that's a very specific individual that he's talking about. So you can assume that this is true. But he says it's back when he was famous and she had money. And Diana Jenkins came into a lot of money because of her husband, Roger Jenkins, who literally saved Barclays Bank in the UK from basically going bankrupt and needing a bailout from the government. And that was massive, I guess, in the financial industry. So he basically saved that company, is massively wealthy, and Diana was his wife. They separated in like 2005, I think, and then they didn't actually divorce until 2011. But he gave her like $150 million because he says that she was equally as responsible for their success as he was. And like, it seems like everybody says it was the most amicable divorce ever. And I mean, maybe, probably not, but whatever. That's what they say. And then he gave her a ton of money. But I was trying to figure out, like, did she start going on yachts and like splurging and partying like crazy after that? Or did she already do that kind of stuff being married to Roger? Which I'd imagine she'd do way less being married to Roger. But they did have a boat that they chartered called the Utopia. It was a super yacht. So it's possible that he was out there during the time when she was still married doing this stuff, which could have been because James Blunt was really only famous, like virally famous during like 2005 to like 2008 ish, like 2007 more so. So it would have been on the tail end of his real peak fame era. And so he says that he was on Diana Jenkins' boat at his peak of fame. So it would have been like prior to this 2008 whatever incident is what it sounds like. But it also could fall in that window because he still would have been famous. I mean, that song didn't really go anywhere. I know that song. People are like, "This is the song he's famous
The
for."
beautiful, the "We Are, You Are Beautiful" song.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh
Like,
yeah, I do know that song."
listen. I don't know what's going on in America, right? This is how I've heard every American talk about James Blunt. Like some guy we never really knew who he was. James Blunt, when he released that song, went
Oh,
from
thank you.
nobody to like beyond uber famous. That one song just went. People loved it. People hated it. People cringed on it. People memed on it. And it has had such a profound trajectory, that song, that it's just kept him going till now. Like that is how much of a madness this man's career was, because do you know how people talk about Nickelback? That's how people actually feel about James Blunt.
That's why this makes it so much stranger, the timing of this new release. And you know what
Mhm.
song I actually do like, and I hate to admit it, is that "Tastes Like Summer" song with the boat that I was just talking about. Like, I actually like that song a lot.
No.
But
You've just been
but
doing too
that
much
song has
research.
carried him all the way until he releases this new video, which is now massive because of what happened to Hayden.
Mhm.
Don't you find that even more strange? The not just the timing, but then the gap of time in between the timing. Like that's even more strange that he hasn't done shit for like 10 years. Like if he has, nobody's known about it.
Did you
Maybe
see
he's
the
toured a
weird,
little bit,
the
but
weird post that you made about his music agency and the Illuminati contacting him and saying that you need to put on a tutu and eat a sausage for social media? And he
I hope
goes
he
on
does
this
that.
rant about how he's not going to be anybody's puppet, and then right at the end he puts on a tutu and eats a sausage.
Oh my god. No, I haven't seen that. I wish I had seen that. That's
Because
wild.
that is the most, that's the most out of pocket thing for James Blunt to have done. Like
Mhm.
that was bananas.
That is
Um, and I do believe he's ex-military as well, James Blunt.
really.
I think so. Is he ex-military? Somebody in the side check can
I
correct me
didn't
if I'm wrong.
research too much into him because I honestly didn't want to accuse anybody about anything. I just
Oh,
really
I could
looked
be making that.
whether
I
it was
could be that
possible.
could be a massive lie about him being in the military. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah, no, I'm
I'm
not
pretty
saying that
sure.
you're saying. I just haven't looked into it, so I don't know. I can't confirm. But you're making me want to because that Illuminati video is
I'm just
extraordinarily
waiting on the side chat doing my job for me. I'm literally sat here waiting on the side chat doing my job. Yes, thank you, side chat. Yes, big shout out to the side chat. They just saved me like half a calorie of typing right there. Half a calorie they saved me.
you need
So
all the
again,
calories you can get,
oh
Ron.
yeah, clearly, Nick, clearly. Like you and I need to do a calorie exchange is what we need to do.
For real, that
Uh,
is I'll take
do
it.
you know what I'm saying? I can take your freaking winter heating bill up by a third, bro. Like I can
For
insulate
real.
you, OG.
I'm always
Um,
cold.
well, I'm the opposite. I'm a furnace, bro. So look, anyway, so like I just want everyone to keep in their mind, right? The Epstein ring, okay, and the Diddy ring, okay, and then I want you to imagine a new ring that is run by the Bride of Satan, okay, and we're going to imagine that in a fictional world, the Bride of Satan produces a book, right? And this is in no color. This has nothing to do with any other books that have been written. Let's say she writes a book called Room 22, right? And there was rumors that in that book there was images of celebrities that were being transported for horrible reasons, right? Do you think either in a fictional world, Nick, where we're talking about the Bride of Satan, do you think there's any like relevance to that theory?
I think that it very well could be possible. She is linked to all the usual suspects, if I'm like being totally honest about it. And the more I think about it, if we think about what we knew about Epstein before his initial arrest, we didn't know anything about Epstein. Nobody had heard the name Epstein. Maybe like Trevor Moore and like some real deep conspiracy theorists were like talking about Epstein. Isaac Cappy was talking about Epstein, but even that wasn't until later in like 2015, 2016. So nobody knew who Epstein was until like 2006 when he got arrested. Then
Mhm.
people started looking into it. Then people started really looking into it and realizing that this never stopped. But I just think about how secretive and yet also in the spotlight Diana Jenkins has been. Like nobody really knew who she was until she randomly came on to Real Housewives of Beverly
Mhm.
Hills. And it didn't even make any sense because I don't even think that she was a housewife at that point. I think she might have been divorced at that point. I don't know. I don't know what season she was on. I don't watch that show, but that's pretty much where most people know her from. And then she actually was smart with her money and invested it in this neuro drinks company, and you can get those neuro drinks on Amazon and Walmart and stuff. So like it's a legit thing, but it could also be a money laundering front as well. And then she's also
Allegedly.
really big into humanitarian effort stuff.
Mhm.
So I always find that to be suspicious because
Mhm. Mhm.
we often find out that those humanitarian things are a front for something else. And then when I was digging into what her humanitarian war crimes funds actually goes to, because it makes it sound all like fancy. It's this UCLA partnership where they raise funds to fight to help victims of war crimes and to help fight and stop war criminals, like, put them in prison. And I was like, okay, so what war criminals have they actually put in prison? And literally none. All they do is they fund research, and I don't even know what they fund. They're funding guys to like look into this stuff at UCLA and like post research and papers on it. I was like, that doesn't
Mhm.
do literally anything. That's pointless. Yet again, sounds like a money laundering front to me. Like a shell company that has to donate to look legitimate, but then uses that as a side front to be able to donate money to other whatever random. But another one of the things that they donate to, that Diana Jenkins has donated to, like I said before, is the Clinton Foundation. And
Yep.
she's not just, she hasn't donated money and she doesn't really have much tie to them. She's gone and like hung out with the Clintons, and like she knows the Clintons. You know what I'm saying? So she has, like I said, she's got all the usual suspects as friends, and she gives me very, very serious Epstein vibes because of that. Like nobody really knows anything about her. She's this extremely wealthy, I don't know, probably billionaire at this point. She got $100 million. She's invested it. She has tons of, she's making tons of money on that. So I don't know. I really don't know
Okay, well
where
let's
she's at now.
let's look at some things that we can look at that are real, and then do you want to fancy playing something that I like to call wild speculation,
Mhm.
which is always a fun game to play because you've
Oh,
seen the images from Room 23, right? Like, like,
yeah.
did you
Well,
know
let
that?
me just say that book cost, and I couldn't find it on the website anymore, but maybe I saw it on the Wayback Machine once. But it was $4,900 for that coffee table book, and it's
Yeah.
got 100 celebrities, so it's 100 page,
Do you know how much
probably.
it is now? You seen how much the copies are going for now?
Mm-mm.
Like,
There's still copies available because I heard there was only 1,000 copies that they made. So I was like, I don't know if
well,
it is.
there's definitely been a couple of here's one that was on eBay X amount of years ago and things like this. But who knows if that's just fake posts, right? But here's the thing: do you know how many celebrities were in the book?
I
Like
read 100.
how many different celebrities were photographed in the book?
100.
How many of them appeared in the book?
Actually, that I don't know, but I know that over 100 celebrities were photographed for the book.
Exactly, right? But I'm pretty sure there was only 27 of them in the book.
That's possible because yeah, on the there's like a slideshow on her website, and it's only like 20 or 30, like you
So
said.
if you took 100 of anything for a project and then ended up with 27 as your final result, there's something weird about that. Okay, especially when you start going through the list of people that didn't make it into the book.
It's a good point.
And the image of Hayden, there's two, right? There's one of her in a bathroom staring at somebody, and if you
Even before the Hayden story, when I was looking at the Room 23 book before, I think I've used that photo even when I was talking about it in my last video because it is one of the creepiest photos in the book. Like, and it's got this guy who half of his face is cut off intentionally.
yep, of course. I mean,
So,
it
and
couldn't
her
be
face looks
more.
scared, like legitimately
Mhm.
frightened.
Well, here's another one that I've not spoken about yet, right? And it's the image of Lindsay Lohan. Now, when you consider the stories of Hayden, right, the transportation, her being served up on the plate, the incident that happened on the yacht being paralleled in the image of her in the bathroom, an image of a woman just being thrown to groups of men, okay, is where Lohan is.
Hmm.
And that's, I mean, that to me again is just symbology of what happened to her um, and her party lifestyle,
The Amanda Bynes one too. I mean, because she kind of looks like a
right?
mess in that
Hmm.
photo. Like, and she looks like she just came out of a situation, and that's why she looks like a mess. It's almost like telling a mini story. And
Right?
these photos are like, I guess the explanation is that the chick Deborah whatever that made the book with Diana is that's what she's known for, is like sexually provocative artistic photography, and
Hmm.
so that's why they went that route. But I'm like, that seems intentional for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's ways of going about it. Every single image seems to be capturing a moment where it's not about the individual in the picture.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? Like, there's some of the images, like, for example, the images of Diana Jenkins, there's one where she's blonde and smoking a cigarette. It's a freaking great shot.
And the one with George Clooney, she's the chick in the background.
Well, yeah, and here's another thing, right? There's a couple of images where there's guys stood by themselves with cameras. Dennis Hoffman is one of them,
Mm.
and Larry King is another. And I'm
Oh,
wondering if
you know who else is in the book?
who
Is Hayden's future husband. She didn't know him at the time. That's actually how they met, was this book.
oh, really?
Vladimir Klitschko, that's how they
Oh, yeah,
met, was
dude,
doing
that
the
is
book.
so weird. As soon as you said that, his image appeared. That's
And
so
he's got a
weird.
freaking black eye, dude, which is
Yeah.
funny because he's a boxer. Sure, I get the reference, but it's also a little bit sus,
And yeah,
if you
but
know what
isn't it very interesting that it's placed on the one individual where it can be passively written off?
Mhm. Yeah,
You're a
exactly.
smart man. Do you know what? Do you know that? Has anyone told you that? Has anyone told you that
I
you're a
try,
fucking
I
smart
try.
man? So
So,
look,
the
here's the
story of
images. Here's
how
one of the images I'm talking about, Nick, right? Because when we talk about the Epstein case and blackmail and
Mhm.
photography and all of this, I mean, that is a phone, right enough. I did think it was a camera.
Well, he's
Um,
wearing all black with a black tie and
there's
everything. It's like he's going to a funeral or some shit.
there's a definite distinction between men in power and control and men in who are customers in this book, effectively.
Mhm,
And when I say customers, I mean models acting a part. You know what I'm saying?
mhm. Yep.
But yeah, sorry, Nick, you were trying to freaking say something there.
No, you're
Uh,
good, you're good. I didn't wanna cut you off.
yeah, that's okay.
With that book and with Hayden, the story of how she made it into that book, which I thought was interesting that she tells the story. In fact, I was like, "I'm gonna go to the source on this one." So I went to Hayden's actual book because there's too many conflicting things going around. And in her actual book, she has a whole chapter titled Room 23, and then the following 2 chapters are dedicated to her like getting the photos done, and then how she met Vladimir from the photo shoot. And it was at the actual like release party for the book is where she actually met him. And the two of them like bumped into each other, and she's tiny and he's massive. So they commented, she's like, "You're massive," and he's like, "You're tiny." And that was just like how they met, I guess. But to get in the book, I thought she would be like recruited, or like there'd be some interesting story behind it of how she actually got suckered into doing this book. But basically, she says that she wanted to get her makeup and hair done for some reason, for something else. And she needed it done in a really short amount of time, I guess. So, and she wanted this girl, Annie, who I guess was her makeup artist at the time, to do it. But Annie was doing makeup for people doing this Room 23 book at the time at Diana Jenkins' place. So she said, "Roll through over here and I'll do all your makeup and hair and everything. And then you can snap a couple photos and then you can, yeah, blaze out." So
Mhm,
so she goes over there, gets her makeup and hair done, takes these 2 photos where she's dressed extraordinarily differently. So that couldn't have been a quick snap a couple quick photos kind of a thing. And then, yeah, then she ends up in the book. Out of the 100 people that were taken, she ends up with 2 photos in the book,
mhm,
one of which she's sitting by a menu, like one of those like classic menu covering, plate covering things. And so that story to me sounded, I was like, "Wait, she's gonna go all the way over to somebody's house." I don't even know how close it is to her house. Who freaking knows how close Diana Jenkins lives to Hayden? But she's gonna go all the way over to this chick's house that she doesn't know, and they're doing a super sexual photo shoot, and she's likely been in weird positions before. She's gonna willingly go over there and get her hair and makeup done. That's She really needs it done that bad by this one person, and she can't do it herself. I was like, "I'm not buying that." And this would
mhm,
be like a funny, quirky little story she could throw in there where instead of people being like, "Oh, that's suspicious that she's in that book for this reason," it's now a cute, quirky little anecdote that she can throw in there about how she ended up in this book, which also makes the book seem a little less, you know what I mean? It makes it seem a little less sus. Like, "Oh, I didn't even plan to be in the book. I just showed up and I happily was in the book now." Like, it just, I don't know. It just seemed like a fabricated
mhm.
story to me,
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. There's James Blunt pictured in Room 23 with Diana Jenkins, playing a maid who's squatting down in a pair of scantily clad sort of suspenders and stockings with newspapers on the floor. And honestly, it looks like it looks like she's going to take a pee on the floor. Like I've got a puppy right now. Okay, we've moved on from putting newspaper down. Now we put down puppy pads, right? But it's a mad one. The whole book is just full of this. bizarre imagery and possible subtext with what the image is referencing.
And he's
It's
not looking at her in
madness.
that photo, he's looking at the floor where she's cleaning, almost like,
Mhm,
"Yeah, that's right, clean that stain."
mhm.
And,
Yeah.
like, just and that's the pompous, like, persona that I get from James Blunt too, so it is kinda like it almost seems like, okay, that's telling a story about something that is accurate to him. What makes us think it's not accurate to the other people in the book? They're not telling a little mini story about them, and this is
Mm.
maybe their humiliation ritual in some way.
It could be. I mean, if you were allegedly the bride of Satan in this fictional situation that I'm gonna give you, if you'd made a book and you were being accused of international human transportation, right? Like, this is a very off vibe book considering the world that we live in, and the
Mhm.
accusations, of course, are that allegedly, let me just put the banners up here. Also, I would like to say, and there's been no criminal charges being brought against the Bride of Satan. There is no potential court dates for the Bride of Satan. All of this is speculation against the Bride of Satan.
Mhm.
And like, if the Bride of Satan is accused of being an international transporter, which she has been allegedly, but I mean, I'm not saying she is. That's not my words.
I mean, she has been accused of it, that's not a
Yeah,
lie, that
I
is
mean, she
definitely true.
has. Yeah,
Yep, she's
yeah,
actually sued people over it, so, yeah, she has been
exactly.
accused.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's
Which
kinda
might
interesting that it mostly stems from this book too, is what I figured out, or, like, what I've read everywhere. This book is kinda what sparked everything, and then the anti-lawyer post kinda blew it up
Mhm.
more.
And I mean, we're not saying that. We're just saying that we've heard people saying that. Do you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
That's what I
So
read online.
mhm, mhm. So it seems like it would be quite easy to point a finger and say that the fact that there's 1,000 copies of this, the fact that it seems like the most self-indulgent book for people to choose from, like when you see a movie and a guy goes into uh establishment of the evening services and the women all line up against a wall. It's like the book version of this. That's what people are saying. I'm not saying that. I'm just
Well,
saying that people are saying that they're saying that.
think about you go over to somebody's house and they actually have that book on their coffee table. I felt so awkward looking through those photos. Like a couple of them, you're like, oh, this is a cool, sexy picture of like XYZ celebrity. But then you
Mhm.
hit like Hayden Panettiere photos and you're like, whoa, wait, actually, I don't know how I feel about this book now. You know,
You're
you
right.
immediately get uncomfortable and you're like, wait, what, were they forced into this photo? What's going on here? It's just
Yeah, it is a
really
madness.
weird. And it wouldn't be
I
as
mean,
weird if they didn't it's almost like they're rubbing your nose in it. Even with
oh
that,
yeah,
James Blunt video with him putting, like, a kidnapped person on the yacht, that's what it felt like. Like, you're just getting your nose rubbed in it. Like, you
but
can't do anything about it. Try and do something about it.
that's what they say, right? That the Illuminati like to do. They like to rub our faces in it. They like to use symbolism. They like to showcase what they're doing right in front of our eyes. You know what? We've seen it when the FBI released the PDF symbol list, and there was that triangle, like it's like a blue spiral, but it's a triangle going in itself. And then
Mhm.
we've seen it on pizza logos. We've seen it in bands. We've seen it on the Pope's freaking
Check this out, dude. Check
uniform.
this out. Oh, I almost knocked some stuff over. Give me a second. I got something to show you.
All right, all right. That's right. That's right. It's bananas, and the symbology. This is all on purpose. I don't know why I'm so pale. Oh yeah, okay. See now, it's technically it's hearts inside hearts, but I mean that is pretty close.
I mean, that's as close as it gets. This is on an official, Care Bear.
Let me pull it up. Hang on.
I was turning it into a backpack because I thought it was the creepiest bear. I was like, "This is so creepy." That heart is definitely there's like 2 or 3 of them in there, plus it's rainbow. I don't know, man. I was a little it was just I mean, maybe it's just because 'cause I'm predisposed to this kinda thinking, but I definitely
Yeah, I
saw it.
mean, it's here's the list. Like,
Turning it into a
if
backpack.
you really want to be upset, like, look at the second one on here, right? And then remember, like, the Walls ice cream logo, which is exactly that. Yeah, yeah, I mean,
Pretty
it
close. It may not be the same, but it's
a
pretty
little
close.
bit. It's a little bit. It's a little bit.
For
Do you
a
know what I
kid's
mean?
toy?
Yeah, I mean, it's not good. But
It's
this, I
not
mean,
good. That's fair. That is
this
definitely
is straight up the Walls ice cream logo. Do you know what I'm
mhm,
saying? Like it's
yeah.
bananas. It's bananas. Um,
And I think
so
Voodoo
look,
Donuts got wrapped up into it somehow too.
oh
They had
my God, well done,
yeah,
well
I
done.
can't
Do you
remember. I
know,
just remember it was something. I don't remember what it was though.
bro? Do you know, Nick? You're the only person I have ever met that knows the link between Voodoo Donuts and that symbol, right?
Oh yeah, I got
I
deep
just
into the pizza stuff, and then it linked up to Voodoo Donuts at some point. It was one of those giant maps that you see on like 4chan or whatever, and I was like, "Ooh, Voodoo
yes,
Donuts, huh?"
yes,
But yeah,
and
I forgot. That was a
I
while
just,
ago. That was probably when I was going through the Silent Children stuff, honestly. But
yeah.
I
And do you
really
know
don't
what's
remember.
really here? It is right here. So this is what Nick is talking about right here. Where
Yeah,
you can see
exactly.
the little symbol right there on his
I'm
tummy.
pretty sure they changed it like really quick after that. Like they changed it very quickly. I think.
So this is one of their donuts, and they put one of these swirls on the tummy, right? But
Does
I
that
mean,
look like a kid screaming and running away?
bro, listen, we have to assume that it's okay for there to be like adult donut shops. It's okay, right? But that's we know what that symbol is, bro. Do you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
no way, you just connected something for me. So
Okay.
in my video about Hayden Panettiere,
Yeah.
I talk about her brother's artwork because I was looking at her brother's artwork because he also died and he was best friends with
Mhm.
her boyfriend. That's how they got introduced was through this boyfriend that is the super douche that's going viral right now.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, Brian.
anyways, her brother's artwork on Instagram, if you go through his page, his artwork is straight up neo-expressionism, just like Jean-Michel Basquiat. Now, if you get into the frazzled dot stuff, then you'll end up finding tons of Jean-Michel Basquiat lore. And it's so weird how many celebrities take an artist who spoke out against the wealthy elite and really tried to promote the like suppressed class, especially the black community. And they took him and adopted all of his artwork. And now his pieces have been some of the most expensive pieces ever sold. Excuse me, ever sold. His one like skull piece actually was like $110 million. It just sold like not that long.
What?
Yeah, insane, right? But Ellen has a piece on her wall
Wait,
in
wait,
this
wait, wait. So,
video.
you're talking about
Patrick
Hayden's brother's
Swayze.
artwork, right?
Yeah, this is Hayden's brother. Well, it's not his artwork, but his artwork resembles Jean-Michel Basquiat very
Okay,
much.
okay.
Like I got this vibe that he was very influenced by him. It's not expressly stated anywhere. This is all just me speculating. This is everything this is all just me thinking through it. But I did say this in my
Okay.
Hayden video. I think that there is something Haiti is consistently a thread between a lot of these stories, including Diana Jenkins, because she had the foundation with Sean Penn
Mhm.
called the Jenkins Penn Foundation. They went down there like instantly and started doing humanitarian aid. Clinton
Okay.
Foundation, all these other celebrities, Lincoln Park, Chris Cornell, everything. Haiti is known for Haitian voodoo, and Jean-Michel Basquiat's dad was full-blown Haitian. And in a
Okay.
lot of his artwork, he depicts this guy named Baron Samedi. Baron
Okay.
Samedi is basically the Haitian equivalent of death. Like that's what they picture it in their
Okay.
voodoo lore. But I've always felt like there's some sort of voodoo. I even thought maybe the voodoo it's been tied to black magic, this Baron Samedi guy. In
Okay.
fact, there was a guy who was a dictator for Haiti for a while, and he literally dressed like Baron Samedi all the time. And I guess when people die,
Hang on.
they cut their nose. Sorry, go ahead.
No, no, no. Hang on. Just you need to remember where you've left off. Baron Sumay. What? Wait a minute, bro.
Okay, so then
Bro,
check this
keep
out.
going with this.
Baron
Keep going. No, no, you
Samedi
keep going with this.
Baron Samedi, just to tie everything back real quick, and then I can kind of let you guys know a little more about him. Well, let me finish my story about this dictator. He
Yeah,
would
dude.
talk like really nasally because Baron Samedi, his depiction, he has cotton stuffed in his nose because that's like a ceremonial death tradition for people in Haiti, a
Okay.
voodoo tradition. But this dictator, because he was emulating Baron Samedi, they've linked it's just become like in the lore that Baron Samedi is tied to and represents people in the wealthy elite class. because of this dictator, like embodying his persona basically. And then with Basquiat being so against the wealthy elite and speaking out against them, and then almost portraying them as this Baron Samedi character in a lot of his artwork. I mean, I found like 3 or 4 pieces that he had him in there. I could see there being some sort of weird thread, and possibly this black magic occultism that they're practicing isn't some ancient, whatever, European Jewish thing. Maybe it's actually some sort of voodoo occultic traditions. And then I was like, I just thought I was on this tangent mentally, on this rabbit hole. Then I was looking into Baron Samedi, and Baron Samedi is actually a character in the show Heroes. He was the brother of this character they call the Haitian.
Yep.
You can't make this stuff up, you guys. You can't. But anyways, tying it back to Voodoo Donuts. How did I never think of that?
Yeah. And listen, do you want to see something even crazier?
Yeah.
Right? Because the man that you're talking about and their representation of the elite, okay?
Mhm.
You just gotta let Ron cook here. Okay, just let Ron cook. Don't distract Ron just for 1 second.
Let me cook, I'll let you cook.
Yeah, like listen, okay, because first of all, I can't remember what video it is. Second of all, I can't remember where it's this one. Right. So okay. So pink. Okay? All right? Pink.
Love pink. I don't know, but
Wait for it. Baron Samedi. Baron Samedi. Right there.
No way. That is totally him. That's exactly.
Baron Samedi appears throughout this whole video.
How did you remember that?
Look, there it is. Shamo.
Yep, that's exactly him. It's just a skull with like a white face and a top hat. It just represents death. That's freaking gnarly, dude.
Yeah, but you got to understand the symbolism, right? You got to look at the symbol. There he is again.
Well, the other thing that he's known for is not only is he known to be death, but he also has the power to give you eternal life, heal any diseases.
Hang on 1 second. Keep talking. That's my front door.
Yeah, no, you're good. He has the power to not only prevent you from dying, but save you from any like diseases or anything awful that might be happening to you. And so that could be why these, they're making these sacrifices to Baron Samedi. It's just that is wild, dude. I'm so glad you found that. What
was Pink's debut single?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Pink's
that was a long time ago.
Single.
As soon as you pull it up, I'll remember though too.
Was it freaking Just a Pill? Come on. Okay, debut single was There You Go. Okay, so it wasn't their debut single. But symbology in this, bro, right? You've got her holding white rabbits. There it is, look. Okay.
God, dude.
She is the white rabbit. Okay.
Oh my God.
Can she save herself? She's the one that's been picked. Okay. And you have all of this like over sexualized shenanigans.
Video this week. Oh, dude, I'm so glad you pulled this up. So glad.
Bro, I've got a whole. I was away doing a web design job down south with a mate of mine, and I'm sat in a kitchen doing a live stream about this.
Tell me you're a huge Pink fan without telling me you're a huge Pink fan.
You know who told me about this? It was John Wedger. Who's guy? This guy. This is DJ Petrovsky. It's DJ Petrovsky from Sober Stories.
Q.
His name's right there. See there?
Yeah. Go to the description. I think you put a link in there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was very carelessly thrown in there. I could have done a better job.
Called Sobering Stories, though, if you're looking for the channel.
Yeah.
But it should pop up if you put my name in there, or if you put Sub Sobers, which is sick, because I always hashtag that. That's the only time those are useful.
You want to try out for the WNBA next year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, honestly, what is that all about? Anyway, we'll talk about that. That's a whole other show. But yeah, so interesting. So there's my 2 cents for this guy. And in fact, you know what? Let's go one step further. What was it you called this guy?
Baron Samedi. S-A-M-E-D-I.
Oh,
ED.
it doesn't matter. Even if you tell me, I'm not going to get it right. Baron, which I've spelled Darren, by the way.
But Darren
I'm
Samedi.
sure voodoo. I'm sure that. Hang on a minute. Voodoo gods.
Too girly for the NBA.
Wait, because there's a freaking thing, right? Wait a minute. There's a thing about this guy, and it's the subcategories of what he represents. Oh, it's all in my video. It's all in my video. No, I've seen it. No. I need to see the pictures. Oh, previously mentioned god of death, husband of a similarly powerful voodoo spirit, is one not to be forgotten. His role in voodoo is one of ruling over the realm of the dead, and is the head of the Geniala. He is portrayed in voodoo and depicted as a corpse. Right. So if we
Every cemetery has to put some sort of like gravestone tribute to Baron Samedi. I think every if I remember what I read right, every graveyard, or like, what am I trying to say? Like burial plot has to have a tribute plot for Baron Samedi, which I thought was an interesting.
So hang on, just give me 2 more minutes on this, and then we'll get off this one. Baron
I've
Samedi.
never heard of this dude, so I was really stoked. I thought it was cool when I figured that out, because I was like, well, there's some merit to my Haitian voodoo idea. But then when I found out he was in Heroes, I was like, dude, mind blown, brains on the wall right now.
Well, you've always got to ask yourself, what do you get from worshiping him? That's what you've always got to ask yourself.
Well, and that's what I was saying when you actually left. He not only has the power to take you into the afterlife, he walks you away like death does. He also has the power to grant you eternal life. He has the power to heal you from any disease. He has the power to basically save you from death. But obviously, you're gonna.
I'm sure there's one about like debauchery and partying and smoking as well as one of them. But anyway, that's here nor there. So, I mean, weird, bro. So your connection to the voodoo, and of course, this guy that was
kind of that you helped me with that one, because I'm surprised I didn't think about the voodoo donuts when I was going down that rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to now.
It's really interesting, man, because everything kind of ties together, but it's like little threads that pull everything together, right?
Yeah, randomly they do. That's what I think I've gained so much, and probably you too, from doing so many videos and doing so much research on these topics. Probably a lot of the subs here too, but you just, over time, you don't even mean to. You just, your brain links them together. You don't even mean to. I'm like, oh, voodoo, what? And it just happened. I didn't ask for that.
Oh, I came here to make camping videos.
Yeah, I love that.
I literally just came here to make camping videos. Do you know what I mean? And today was a fun day. I got sent this just while we're side questing.
Might as well.
Yeah, why not? I got sent this today. Odin spoke to me, right? So these two guys are on a podcast, and the first thing they're talking about is, I was on a podcast with a witch. This is Mike. I interviewed Mike. I'm that witch on that podcast. It's mad. So we're going to be talking about that after the show, because we're going to talk about it, right? Okay, let's circle back, right? So, do you know what? Do you want to punch Brian in the face a little bit?
Oh yeah, let's punch Brian for sure.
Do you want to bring up some classic Brian imagery?
Yeah, I think I'm down to do that.
Oh, right. Well, do you know what's funny today? I looked up pictures of him, and he smiles normally. I've got other footage of him talking normally, right? Mm-hmm. So what's going on there? People say he's on substances, right? You've been around people on substances. They're very clammy. Okay. Yep. Like at some point, the paler you get, the more kind of like condensation that builds on someone, like a cold beverage. And I mean, he looked like he was off his nut on something, but he also looked like he was off his nut on nothing.
Yep.
Just you see what I'm saying? Like there was, like, the pupils were dilated. At one point, though, Mr. DJ Petrovsky, they bring up the subject of our mother, right? And it's the only time during that interview where he doesn't talk out the side of his mouth, and he looks directly up in the air when he's speaking.
Yeah, he gets all serious for a second.
Well, he gets all serious up for a second if you call talking like this serious.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then at one point, he turns his head this way and just starts talking this way. Like, so I can see, unless in between every question there's a makeup woman running in and just dabbing that forehead and like topping up the makeup, which it could be. Because legend says, DJ Petrovsky, he's still in that diner. He's still in that diner, spaced out of his mind. So,
Really?
no.
I believe it.
Let's go. Let's do it. I'm here.
Definitely seems like he's faking it so hard. And I mean, if you think about it, he knows he's going into a TMZ interview, and TMZ is going to be a massive platform for him.
Mm-hmm. But well, then that's exactly why you wear a backwards baseball cap and speak like.
Dude. Yeah, and he was trying to sound so hard like Matthew McConaughey with that like sexy southern slow twang, like. And he tries to, because I sent you that video of him at the drive-thru, and he talks pretty normally until he starts trying to hit on the girl, which is
my god, yes.
And he sounds all like, "Hey, you're not too bad yourself, girl," and like you're just like, dude, come on, you're so cheesy. Like you have secondhand embarrassment for you right now.
So this is the video that you're talking about. Do you know what's crazy? I never realized he was driving this vehicle.
Yeah,
I genuinely thought he just got in this vehicle. He's driving this vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh boy. Okie dokie. What's that, girl?
Huh?
Hey. Did you catch her name?
He looks like he's talking to his own shoulder. Like he does.
Did you?
Like, kisses, like.
Yeah. No.
Whose name? He's at a drive-through. Who has he seen? Has he seen the back of the woman who's driving in front of him's head? Has he seen her arm come out the window?
Yeah,
Who is he talking about?
Yeah.
I can understand if they were in a regular queue, but who is he talking about? Did you get whose name?
What'd she order?
What did she... This is a conversation I've had with my own hand.
It's the girl, and so he's at a McDonald's drive-thru. I think he's trying to ask if the chick at the window got the girl's name that was in front of him.
Yeah.
And he's
why would that happen though?
Why would that happen? That's what's happening. He's kind of like creepily stalking this girl and trying to figure out her name, and like that's so creepy.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. If there was ever somebody I would select to be stalked by, it would be this guy. You would lose if you would just turn left and you would lose him. Yeah. Right? You'd be like, you would be standing there going, "Where'd you go?
Yeah,
where'd you go?" Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bananas. So again, I just want to rationally put this together. In a drive-thru, asking the woman at the drive-thru if she got the woman who was just at the drive-thru, if they got her name and if they can remember what she ordered. Now, this is definitely evidence that this man is on substances. Okay, I have had this conversation with my own hand in a McDonald's at 3:00 in the morning. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A snack wrap.
Of course she did. Was she hot? Nah. Alright. It's all good. She probably had a good personality, though.
Yeah, he sounds so...
No. Look at you, though. Look at you, though. Oh my God.
This man is driving a vehicle. Okay, can I just remind you all, this man is driving a vehicle.
God. What is your name?
Why is he filming this?
Why is he wondering the whole time? And then he said he's going to delete it, and then obviously he didn't delete it.
Like, do you think this is some weird kink of his? Like, just humiliating himself is his like weird fetish? Because at least that would explain a lot. Do you know what I'm saying?
My mama.
I thought he would look cool.
You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And I might be the first person in the history of the world to...
Whatever he says, I can guarantee you he's not. Right? I just want to point that out right now.
Admit on Instagram that I certainly did ask Cash.
Oh, it's like this is my... See, if I was trapped in a room and there was a public speaker and this was how fast he spoke. Like, do you have any idea what that's like for a neurodiverse person? Like, there's not even any consistency within the pauses. Do you know, if it was I could get into a rhythm then. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But nah, it's all over the place. And he's got that "I'm going to put you to sleep" accent. Do you know what I'm saying?
My brain
Yeah.
hurts so hard when he's talking. I'm like,
Bro.
are there anything?
It's like the verbal version of a heat wave.
Yeah, she was gorgeous. How old she was? And she said, I'm 17. I said, I'm going to go to the next window.
Hell yeah, you're going to go to the next window. Why are you filming and telling the story, mate? Well, I mean, listen.
I'm just like, why is he doing this?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
So he might actually be the only person. No, he's definitely not the only dumb guy to admit that he hit on an underage girl on Instagram. I'm sure that's not the first time that's happened. There's no way.
I definitely don't think that's right.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I'm a dozen, buddy. That was the thing that pissed me off about his other interview is he just downplays all the abuse that he put Hayden through.
Hey, now listen. That was a hard time for him and his family.
Yeah.
Okay. That cost him nearly $300,000, Nick. Okay, remember that.
Yep.
I mean, listen, women all over the world, okay, are selfish enough to hit their own faces into their husband's hands and then have the nerve to say it was the husband's fault.
Yep, exactly.
That's what his brain's like, bro. That is what his brain is like. It's freaking bananas, right? It really is bananas. Right, I need to just see how much more of a hole this man's going to dig, Nick. And then we'll just...
And here I am at a second window. Couldn't be happier. Thank you. God bless you too, brother.
That is the look on a man's face that just spoke to a 17-year-old girl. I just want to point that out right now. The few frames before that where he was like, like that. That's
I almost wonder if they spent food.
Talk about shooting the Russian roulette. My God.
We're shooting a Russian roulette. You mean playing Russian roulette. You don't shoot Russian roulette. Oh no, look at those eyes. That was the freeze frame. Like that is your fever. That's your fever demon right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Yep.
All right, how much longer have we got this?
Now here's a Ford Fusion I don't even give a shit about anymore.
Yeah, what?
Well,
he's driving a vehicle.
Whatever. Shoot your shot.
He's driving a vehicle.
Shot.
All right. We have...
Please do a burger review. Please make this a burger review.
What time is it? It doesn't say on the phone. 9:30 p.m. I got my Mickey D's.
Who is he filming this for? Like, who?
For posterity. Just for
again, bro?
Just to show his kids one day for posterity's sake. This is what I used to do when I was your age.
Uh-huh.
Why'd he go in the house? I guess.
Like, is he that much of a dodgy guy that his parole officer told him to just film himself 24/7 just so that we can, like, guarantee that there's not going to be any more incidents?
This is
more sense than anything else.
Yeah, I'm about to delete all this but
are you, mate? You're about to delete it all? Funny that. There's a big difference between uploading it to the internet and then deleting it, bro. I mean, look, there's a big difference, okay? Like, look at the Epstein files. Half of them deleted, other half on the internet. Big difference.
Way, Annie. The second trash can, the recycling bin, was pulled.
Is your only friend. Okay? Like, that is, he's just literally got a burger for him and his friend, and he's met his friend, the trash can. Oscar, he's that off his nut. Oscar the Grouch is going to come out the top of that trash can and be like, Brian, it's so good to see you, Brian. Do you know what I mean? Like, this guy just drove a car, Nick.
Pulled very silently up the driveway. Not only did I do that, but I did it very silently. And those are the small things that count.
He's about to cry.
Because he came up the driveway silently. Right, here's the thing. In a narcissist mindset, he's telling himself that he has achieved something that he's been told to achieve that annoys somebody, say Hayden or someone else that he lives with in this scenario, right? And he's mentioning something that he knows that he has done well, so that when he goes in the house and any issues are raised, he can throw in her face exactly what he's accomplished without her acknowledging. go, baby! Monster!
Monster
energy! Right? Do you know what I'm saying?
You should be
That's what he's doing.
for sure.
That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing.
I
Syntaxes.
fully believe that, honestly.
Syntaxes. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's actually really clever, bro. That actually makes a lot of sense.
That's what he's doing. That's what he's getting the ammo ready, bro.
Yep.
Did you see that nostril flare?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, whatever he cut off at the end there was going to be a murder. That was a confession right there. That was like, and the bodies are buried under the bridge in California. That's what that was, bro.
Honestly, though. And then he realized, oh shit, I'm drunk. And then he's like, I need to eat my Mickey D's and shut up. Yeah, straight up. This is the guy Hayden was found at his place in South Carolina where he lives, but they were renting an Airbnb, which doesn't make sense to me. You're renting an Airbnb so you can do that?
Well, if you were gonna like murder your ex-girlfriend, you wouldn't want to do it in your own house.
I mean, I probably wouldn't, for sure.
No, exactly. You rent an Airbnb, let them clean up. Do you know what I mean?
But I mean, it definitely gave me Matthew Perry vibes, and the DEA's involved, so that's kind of that's interesting. They say no foul play, but then the DEA was like, there's enough foul play here for us to get involved.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Do you remember a little person called Virginia Giuffre?
No,
remember how Transported, right? Wrote a book, went on a podcast, then passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. So when we have a loose end, which from the Epstein ring, which is Virginia Giuffre, and she is a loose end to every single person that was ever on that island. Write a book, talk about it, unalived. It's the same MO. And I'm sorry, but if we're living in the world of Epstein and Diddy rings, they can't have another ring come to light. Like, they can't have Hayden coming out here with receipts and dropping absolute nukes, because I don't think the upper echelons can handle another one. Do you know what I mean?
I do. I don't know if you've seen this before, but Maria Farmer, did you know that she paints pictures of Epstein victims?
Oh, and okay, is she a survivor herself?
Yeah, she is, and she was one of the first ones to come out. And
okay.
She's still alive, but she paints a lot of the victims. But she has one, and I put it in my DeVay Chase video because I said it looked a lot like her.
Hey, buddy.
I'm pretty sure it was DeVay Chase, but it also could look a lot like Hayden Panettiere. And
Okay.
it's Maria Farmer. It's called I'll just type the child actress and see if that pops it up.
I'm just letting you know I'm also about to have a Weathers original. Okay.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, they're so good. Yeah.
Candy apple one, man.
Yeah, no, we don't. We just have regular flavors because I'm not living in America where you can't just have one flavor of something. Everything has to have 19 flavors because it's America. I'm okay with it though. Like, the candy apple one sounds great. Mine's just the soft classic one. Like, we're Werther's boys. Yay!
Werther's boys.
Candy Bros.
Oh,
That doesn't sound right. That sounds like a website, if I'm being honest.
Man, why can't I find it?
I don't know. What are you looking for? I'll try and find it.
It's Maria Farmer. I can't remember what it's called. It's like either like the child actress or like the child star, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Child star.
Okay.
You'll know when you find it.
It's got a pink background.
No, I think it's got a star behind her and a blue and yellow background.
Nah.
Damn. Yeah, it was hard for me to find when I found it before too.
This one? Is it this one?
Oh, hang on. Let's see. No, it's not that one.
Okay.
Butterfly is interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm.
Are you all right, mate? Like, the dog is having like a mental meltdown, running backwards and forwards through the house. He's having a good time. He's got a ball in his mouth. He's having a good time.
Got the zoom in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll keep looking for it. If I find it, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I know maybe I'll search Reddit.
This is Jeffrey Epstein survivor paints portraits of other survivors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying this is. I mean, I'm just. Is it this lady?
Yeah, it's
This one.
kind of weird too. I mean, it's a strange tribute to.
What the hell is that?
It's just based on memory too.
Damn. That is quite niche darkness, if I'm being honest.
That's what I'm saying. It's really strange.
Hey, listen, she's a survivor. If she's working with other survivors, let her survivor be surviving. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, like, imagine these are scenes that tell the story of what she went through, what she witnessed, and in a way, it's like getting it out there, and it's like lifting the veil without having to. It's showing people what's there, what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I don't think it's one of those things that anyone can really get their head round unless they've been through something like that. Do you know what I mean? Because it'd be quite easy to sit here and be like, well, that's kind of weird. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I asked you straight away if she was a survivor herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she definitely is. And she's been very outspoken.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, all fair play to her. Fair play, for sure. There's a lot of weird stuff, man, surrounding like there was the other girl that was in that movie with Hayden, the Ice Princess. That was Michelle something. Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, Michelle Trachtenberg.
That was it.
I was going to talk about her this week, but then Dolly Parton died, so I think I'm going to switch it up. But interesting fact, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was produced by Dolly Parton.
Huh.
Interesting.
But this chick was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Mm-hmm. She played her little sister.
Yeah. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Also, strange death at 39.
Also, Mr. DJ Petrovsky, Netflix obtaining all of the licensing for Heroes like the week before.
That was super, I think that was the most sus thing ever.
Like, do you know what? That's like when you hear like, oh, did you hear that like nobody who owned a pair of green shoes died on 9/11? Like, it's one of those crazy, stupid facts that is actually a real thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. It's bonkers. Also, that isn't a real thing. That was just me making up a silly thing that people say.
I believed it.
Do you know what I mean? Because there's just so much of it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bro. Listen, dude, you're tangled in everything. Be careful. All right, good boy. Bro, that was like the end. Oh no, we're gone. Can you still hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
You can hear me. It's just the camera. Yeah, no, he managed to like get himself tangled in like the 16 plug standing multi adapter, like whatever the thing that stops your computer frying if there's a power surge. Right, 1 second, man. I just need to fix the camera. Oh shit.
Yeah, my dog does that all the time. He'll get up and freak out thinking somebody's at the door and then rips all my cables back. I freak out every time. Every time.
All right. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
All right, let me try and fix this. Stupid goddamn technology. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yo.
I can't believe I can't find this. That's so
right.
I just can't believe I can't find this child star painting. It's crazy.
Oh, listen, as soon as the podcast ends, it'll be the only thing you can find on your phone.
You're probably
like 9 copies of it. It's the way she goes. All right, so look, you started off your inquiries. You looked into the passing of Hayden. It took you to the Bride of Frickin' Satan, Stella. And of course, the real connections and life that Hayden spent with Diana Jenkins. The massive rabbit holes that is Room 23, all of the celebrities involved in that. Was there anyone else? You'd mentioned, I think, in your video this week, Paris Hilton. Was there anybody else that you want to kind of segue with as to having ties or loose ties with all of this?
Yeah, well, I mean, the internet's really quick to blow something up, and like Diana Jenkins could be the person, but like there's no hard evidence to say that she was. So I was like, well, who else could it be? Because in Hayden's memoir, she says that this person was a 20 something actress, semi famous actress. That doesn't totally discount Diana Jenkins because she was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So she was kind of a semi famous actress, but she was also like 35 or 36 when all of this would have happened. So she wouldn't have referred to her as a 20 something semi famous actress. However, at the peak of Hayden's fame, and when she was just starting to like, they started giving her like Adderall or something when she was like 16 or 15 to start going to award shows and interviews. And she eventually started hanging out with Paris Hilton a lot. And she called her like her big sister. She trusted her a ton. They would go, she basically referred to her as her wingman, and they would go to bars and go to clubs and do all kinds of crazy stuff, probably at the height of her substance abuse. And also, one thing that struck me in her memoir is that she says, maybe before or after this whole yacht story, is that this person, this woman, would immediately go up to any rich guy in the room and she would just start like flirting with all the rich guys that were there.
Mhm.
Diana Jenkins doesn't strike me as that kind of a woman. She was married, and then I mean she was freshly on the market, but I don't know if that all I don't think that that necessarily happened freshly. So I don't know if she necessarily would have been all over all these rich guys. She had tons of money. She didn't need money.
Mhm.
But Paris Hilton, that is definitely something she does. And I found that picture of Diana Jenkins with Paris Hilton and Hayden. And so maybe she was out on Diana's yacht, but I don't necessarily think it was Diana that led her down there. And then the other thing is, I read somewhere that James Blunt and Paris Hilton had like a weird, somewhat relationship, and they were caught making out together, and it kind of blew up back in the day. So she does know James Blunt for sure. And
Yeah, but to be fair though, Paris Hilton did stuck a wiener and then release it on DVD just to get some notoriety too. So snogging James Blunt for some sort of news headline traffic doesn't seem that crazy. Do you know
that's
what I'm
true.
saying?
Very true. But at least proves that she's met him before, might know
Oh no,
him.
for sure. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that's all
Can
I'm
I
saying.
can I circle back to these what was the name of the painting you said you were looking for?
It's Maria Farmer, and
Is it
it's
this
I
one?
think called no, but that is super wild to see. That kind of looks like Virginia, honestly.
It says Epstein there, and then FBI, and then you've got a Pio, and then you've got this one, right?
And does it say Waco? Yeah, that one's weird. No, this one you'll know. It's got a picture of it's like got a golden star behind a girl who looks just like.
Oh my god, I found it. 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 I didn't find it. KLG and everyone found it, but I'm taking credit. I found it.
Nice. That's it. That's the one. I thought maybe that could be Hayden. I said it was DeVay Chase in my video. It kind of looks like her, but it also looks like Hayden Panettiere a little bit.
I mean,
Just a mystery girl.
The cheeks are a bit rosé, if you know what I mean.
I'm glad you guys found it. I can't believe how hard it is to find, though. Did not expect.
Yes, it was very hard for me to find, and you're welcome. I'm very, there's nothing I cannot find. No, but big shout out to the team. Listen, mate. Okay, there's nothing that is an inanimate object. It's not going to hurt you. The dog is going crazy, staring at a cardboard box on the couch, like darting forward and biting at it, and then spinning in a circle, and then double pawing at it. And now he's got his ball in his mouth. He's having a good time. Hey, buddy.
Puppies are the best.
Puppies are the best. I'm very concerned though because he's got what looks like the bag, like the netting that goes on like 3 lemons when you buy lemons from the store, right? They come in like a little net bag, which I know I have a bag of lemons, but there's no lemons in the bag that he has. So, like, where are the lemons, bro?
Not anymore, yeah.
Like, where are the lemons? Where are the lemons at?
Yeah. Sometimes dogs, you're like, how do you even eat that? I don't get it, but.
Oh, man. He ate an apple yesterday, and the sugar in it just sent him into another dimension. Like, anyway, so yeah, it's a very weird painting. Was there anyone else, right, that was in room 23 that you came across throughout your investigation that stood out from all of this from you? I mean, obviously, you know, Lindsay Lohan and the lady whose name I can never forget, Amanda Bryan, that lady.
Bynes.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, those ones definitely stood out to me. I thought it was really interesting that Vladimir was in the book because it just doesn't seem like a normal person to be in there. But Diana is from Bosnia and she does a lot of humanitarian work in the Ukraine. So I think that that might be a tie that she has because he's a Ukrainian boxer. So,
right.
I don't
How
know.
many
It
are
was just a
sports
random
guys?
person.
How many
Didn't
are
seem like
sports?
very many sports guys. Like George Clooney was in there, and then all the other guys. I guess James Blunt was in there. I don't remember that many guys from being in the book, and they were always in weird positions where they were like just sitting there, almost like they just did something wrong, or they're about to.
Yeah, like I remember. Do you ever heard of the book Madonna's Book of Sex? Right, it was like this double-sized A4 book with like a metal cover. Like, I shit you not, when that first came out, my older brother got a copy of that, right? And I remember like looking through this as a kid, being like, "What am I seeing?" I mean, like, it's very similar to this, except it's less of here's a whole bunch of celebrity. I can't, as far as I can remember, it had the same vibe as this, and I forgot where I was going with this. Book of Sex. What's that? No, I can't remember where I was going with this, bro. My brain's done it again.
Talking about the types of people that were in there.
Oh, that's right. So somebody in the side chat mentioned that if celebrities have a black eye on the left side, that's meant to be your nod to the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, the freaking families, the vampiric bloodlines, whatever. And that's exactly what was pictured, was him with a black eye on the left side.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was really weird. He's the only one in there, and it's like, yeah, sure, you could pass it off as he's a boxer. That makes sense. It's rational, but that's probably why they did it.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't we just play a little game called Wild Speculation in a Fantasy World, so we don't get sued, right? Like, if we were to go through each of those images and just look at them as if they're hidden codes, okay, for services, for available ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, so to say. The one where James Blunt's looking at the floor and the girl's cleaning stuff up, we know what that could represent. You know, we've got the black eye, which, by the way, is heavily linked to horrible things that happen to children, the panda eyes and things like this.
It freaks me out.
Yeah. So is that a nod to we also do that as a service? Do you see what I'm saying?
It might be like a menu of what they offer. That's an interesting.
Because all I'm saying is, if you're going to hide a code for we service PDF files in a book, having a 9'2" Ukrainian Nephilim on a freaking bed in a tailored suit with one black eye is a message most people are going to miss, bro. Do you know, that's a pretty niche market message to send out.
Well, I think it was with, I don't know if it was with a random girl. I think it was another famous person in the photo.
It wasn't a famous person. 1 second, DJ Petrovsky. I will find that information for you right now, sir.
Because that might be like, you can do this to this person.
Oh my God. Alexis Fenton looks like the All I Want for Christmas Is You chick. What's her name? I can't remember. Oh, there's James Blunt again. Oh, I tell you what, right? He's about one set of arms raised about above his head away from the position that Hayden said that guy was in. Like, if he just puts his arms up and stretches right now, then that's another hour of content right there. But it's not, but I never. So, oh my God, it's David Spade. What's David Spade just doing here?
Oh, and I brought up David Spade in my Kate Spade video.
It's KG.
He was at that same, because of this, he was at the same release party and also helped with Haiti. And yeah, yet another tie to Haiti and another mysterious self passing away.
I don't believe
Kate Spade was deeper than I thought it would be. That was a wild story. Highly recommend that.
There's no way there's just 27 people in this. Like, whoever put together a list of this is lied. There's way more. It's got to be. Or am I tripping balls? Because that seemed like more than 27 people.
I read there was 100, but I have no way of knowing. I don't have
Yeah.
the actual book to know, and maybe it's up online somewhere. The only time I've ever seen it really was on the actual Diana Jenkins website. But
What the hell am I looking for again, bro? Oh, it was the lady in the background. That's who it was. Of Panda Eye. Come on, pal. Come on. Jesus Christ! Come on. Thumbnail gallery next time, if you don't mind, Diana Jenkins. Thumbnail gallery underneath the gallery.
Yeah.
Make it way easier for me to wildly speculate about your intentions.
Yeah, the carousel sucks.
Oh my God. There we go. It's Lauryn Hill. Is Lauryn Hill not a black chick that was in that band? But this is a white chick I'm looking at. Yeah, Lauryn Hill, not the American rapper born in 1975.
Is she from that show, The Hills?
Don't know.
I just remember there was like a really popular show back then. All these girls I was into watched it. It was such a dumb show. Just like
yeah. I mean, I know exactly the one you mean. It's the one that those two Gomers that got into the Geodes are in, and then they were in that Celebrity Big Brother, and they're still together now. And one of them was like going for mayor of frickin' California, and then Babs lost her shit with him because he turned out to be a complete phony.
Oh, and I didn't say this in my video, but the Vladimir Klitschko, his brother is like the mayor of
Kiev
or something. Yeah, I thought that was a little interesting.
Do you know that the official dish of Kiev is the chicken Kiev?
Oh yeah, I actually only know that because I heard it from you on one of your other streams. Yeah,
right? It's crazy. It's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Well done. Like, well done, Kiev. I mean, someone looked at that chicken breast and was like, I'm going to stuff that. I'm going to stuff that. I'm going to wrap that in stuff. And then for some reason, none of it's going to burst out when I'm baking it. I'm going to serve it. Fast forward hundreds of years, and the West, the Europeans have butchered your classic dish into a small time bomb of lava inside a chicken ball in the oven. Ray Liotta's picture is him pressed against a boob in this book. Obviously, I can't show it because it's a boob, right? But he's like pressed up against a boob. There's no. It's just Ray Liotta. There's no mention of who the boob is.
No. Yeah, and some of them are like that. You're like, what is even going on here?
But like it's like everyone's like midway through getting ready for an Eyes Wide Shut party, unless you're one of the men who like there's a picture. Like, I'm sorry, right? Who the hell is this guy? Right, and what is he up to? Hang on a minute, come on. Like, how does this fit in with the theme of this? Can you make this make sense?
All I know is that all the guys seem to be wearing, like Larry King was wearing an all blacked out suit, like they're going.
So you don't think this means we also facilitate old men that want to stand outside with their balls in their hand, looking inwards?
Yeah, probably. I want to stand outside and.
You know what I'm saying? We also facilitate. Yeah, we also sell the seats on the balcony so you can view the abuse through the window with your balls in your hand. You know what I'm saying? And I would just like to point out, he does indeed have his balls in his hand. Okay. So there's only I can't show you the face on the boob photo or anything like that, Kiwi. And also most of them, like most of the ones of the women have got there's like a bum cheek here and there. But if you Google search Diana Jenkins 23, you will get them all.
What about Baron Samedi, dog? What about Baron Samedi? They're dressed in all black with the top hat. Same with Larry King, I think was too. I don't know. Could be. Damn, maybe we just link that together somehow.
Just carousel clicking now, bro. You're going to have to filibust until I find it.
That's all right. The carousel clicking it's rough. I don't know why they did that. It always felt like the one I wanted was at the end.
This is like some twisted game. They know we're sitting here clicking. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Probably in the back end right now, changing the order of the images up around live so that we're constantly clicking past the wrong one. Come on.
Caddywhack.
It is a bit.
Yeah, it is super weird though. I don't know. The all black is strange. He's got his balls in his hand. What kind of club is he using? He's probably got a putter out, about to drive.
I'm part of the club. I can hold my balls in my hand on the balcony. Wow.
On the balcony.
Yep. Arguably, the golf caddy could be seen as the clubhouse. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Very much so.
We need to work for the FBI. I think like we're doing their job for them. Do you know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm saying. They're really missing out on
Yep.
untapped potential.
Okay, I just want to point out that this image also exists as well. Like, what's going on here? Like,
Definitely breezed past that
who
one. Yeah, and
was-
this is Vladimir again.
what's that one all about?
AI. Doesn't that look AI as hell?
Bro, I want, first of all, how they do that? Like,
I don't know, man. I have
like,
no idea.
is there like 3 massive? Because he's like 19 foot tall. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I can't find the top hat one, man. Like, who is that guy? Oh, Ludacris, right? Okay. Richard, okay, like, yeah. Look, there's a lot of weird
All
stuff
of the
in here.
guys that are wearing suits, they're wearing an all blacked out suit.
Oh, yeah.
Larry King before was wearing an all blacked out suit. I don't remember if he had yeah, what the hell? I kept
Yeah.
trying to see what was in the reflection, but I feel like there's something in the reflection.
Like, I'll be honest, this is about the only image that I would like. This is the sort of thing I would do if I was drunk and there was 2 big shiny things that look like boobs. Like, this is the most relatable image out of the whole book. Do you know what I'm saying? The most relatable image. Like, this is the most normal. Oh, look, it's a drunk guy at a wedding. Do you know what I mean? do you know what I'm saying? Like that. That's one of those images that turns up on your wedding photos that you hand out, the disposable cameras that you hand out to your guests. Do you know
Actually,
what I mean?
100% accurate. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's about it. Do you know what I mean? Some of the photos.
Oh, Ilon, Vlad is not 6'5". He's 19 feet tall.
Yeah, he's 19. Yeah, 19 feet 4 inches. Hang on a second. Who is Hani Abu Assad? Dutch Palestinian film director. Who is this guy? What are you up to? What are you up to? What are you up to?
And like of all the people that made it in the book, there's quite a few I didn't know.
From Gaza to Hollywood. Interesting. I'm now just profiling the people. Just to be clear, that are in here. That was straight up. That was a straight up. I've been tainted by the actions of my own government. Okay,
I'm totally on board with that. I feel
that was straight up profiling that the subconscious profiling that just took place there. Okay, I seen his name and I went danger, 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 and I had to Google it. Right. So just admitting that's what happened. Okay, I'm going to try and grow as a person. My government has ruined me. All right, it's not my fault. I've been conditioned this way now.
Yeah.
So we are aware Dolly is dead. We are aware Dolly is dead. But I mean, listen, shout out Dolly Parton, 80 years old. What a career. Do you know what I mean? Smashed it, mate. Like that is the equivalent of, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she probably had some bad times, but I mean, 80 years old, smashed her career. The whole world knows who your name is and thinks you're awesome. Do you know what I mean? What a legacy. What a woman. What a freaking.
The amount of stuff she was involved with and like got set up and is credited or has her name on is pretty insane. I'm like, wow.
Hell yeah. But 80 years old, what a life. Absolutely life. Her plastic was.
Wait, Dolly was the producer of Hayden's show Nashville.
Wait, what?
Know that. You know what? She was also the producer of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Right. No. We can't just be like she was the producer on Hayden's show and then no. Now we have to talk about Dolly Parton and now she was assassinated. Okay, that's how quickly a YouTuber turns a story for clickbait. Okay.
Well, and then you saw the Taylor Swift stuff too with her throwing up the horns asking for
Don't you talk badly about Taylor Swift. Okay. I've been over this, Nick. We kill her. She gets taken out last. Okay.
I'm sure.
Once we've taken out all the other evildoers, we take out Taylor Swift last. I'm pretty sure she's on our side. Okay. She's a spy for our side, undercover for their side. You know what I'm saying?
I could see that.
Dolly Parton produced. What was the name of the show, bro? Nashville
and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
What sort of a word is Nashville? How do you spell that? Nashville.
That is the.
Oh no! You spell it as it sounds, right? Nash and then Ville. Okay, yeah,
exactly.
Sorry, sometimes my brain is just like
of Tennessee. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah.
So Dolly Parton. Hang on, Dolly Parton. Did Dolly Parton? Because I just need to clarify that.
That is wild. Good job, chat.
What did chat do?
They're the ones that told me about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, don't believe them all the time.
That
They'll
was
just,
like
they'll just tell you some stuff.
well, yeah, you got to double check. Kind of like AI. You can't trust it.
Yeah.
Nashville was like the last big show that she was actually in before she kind of fell off the map a little bit.
Okay.
Hayden. And then
Yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer is the show that Michelle Trachtenberg was in with Sarah Michelle Gellar, and both those girls were in Ice Princess, and now they both dead.
The show Nashville. Okay, here we go. Okay, 1 second, everybody. Sarah, I might have to throw this one over at you. If you can find us a link with Dolly Parton and producing Nashville.
Probably on IMDb.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on Wikipedia for some freaking stupid reason.
It's usually good for basic facts like this.
Don't listen. It'll hear you. It doesn't need any more gassing up. Wikipedia doesn't need to hear you talking nicely about it. It doesn't need it. Okay. It's already asking me for $3. And do I want to lose the world's greatest source of information? The greatest source. Who writes the information? Anyone on the internet. Brilliant.
You definitely need to be donating.
It's a fancy Reddit, is what it is, mate. It's just a curated Reddit.
Let's see. I'll just search for the show itself.
I'm sorry, Tanya. Are you hosting this? Are we handing it over to you? I think not. Young lady. How dare you? So
producers here. Wait.
Hang on. Let's just
later.
Let me just do a cheeky. Oh shit. Control F. Dolly.
Lots of actors in this shit.
Okay, I can't find anything. Okay, hang on here. Sarah's doing it. Okay. Dolly Parton co-founded the entertainment production company Sand Dollar Productions with her former manager Sandy Galen, and her projects have spanned television, film, network series, and productions. That's what I'm talking about. Company producing major films. Major films.
I'm on Dolly, or I'm on.
Acclaimed projects based on her life.
I don't see her on the list of producers for the show.
You kind of left me on a cliffhanger here, Sarah. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I don't think she is, though. I just found the producers.
Sometimes she just likes to be involved, Nick. Sometimes she just likes to be involved, and she'll just send me the same thing that I've just said, but in a long-winded paragraph, and let me read it out because she's a legend. Because she's a legend like that.
Legend. She really is.
She knows I'm not going to read it before I read it out loud, so I'm just going to go straight in. But okay, so let's just assume that. Well, let's just hope that we got that wrong, right? Because Dolly Parton kind of gives me. I've been through everything that you possibly could go through as a female actress and singer in Hollywood throughout a time where women like a time where women had two options, like housewife or secretary school. Do you know what I mean? Like that period of time, bro, right? And she gives me like protect the young girl under her wing vibes. I could be wrong. She might be a maniac. I have no idea. But she gives me that kind of vibe. Come here, darling. Let me keep you safe from those greasy old men. Like that kind of vibe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Totally feel that. Yeah, especially with like lately. I don't know. The plastic surgery did not do her well. That's for sure.
Or did it do her great?
Maybe it did. Yeah, I can't.
You ever think about that? You ever think about that? DJ Petrovsky. Do you ever think it came out real well?
I
Actually.
didn't think about that. Yeah, no, I really didn't.
Exactly. Jesus. So
Yeah. She's like, how can you mess this up but make it look good?
her hair, I want to give her a shout out to Hairspray as well for the Dolly Parton's earlier era. I looked at some of her hairstyles today when I was looking up our sad
Hairspray.
past, and man, there's women did hair different back then, right?
Yeah, there's no
They did
updos
hair
anymore.
different, bro. Like different.
Girls, bring back the updo girls. Where that at?
Do you know what else has gone out of fashion? Massive shoulder pads that women used to wear in the 80s. Like, what were they about, ladies? Like, what was that about? Anyway,
That's not true. Shoulder pads have been readopted by the looks maxing community, and guys are wearing shoulder pads to make themselves look like they're actually more Chad-like.
Oh my god!
So they're making a comeback just on the other side.
Oh my god!
Dude, the looks maxing thing, clavicular and all that is freaking hilarious and weird as hell.
Like, listen, the gym stuff, I can respect it, right? Smashing yourself in the face with a hammer, right, to make your cheekbones more prominent.
I
could watch people do that all day, right? Yeah. Because what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, mate?
You will do it all day too, which is crazy,
bro. It's just bananas. Like, that's the world. That's teenagers. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the crazy thing.
It's true.
Like, do you know how a little of a rat's ass I gave about my cheekbones when I was like 17, 18 years old? Zero. I think I'd said the word cheekbone twice in my life, right? And I mispronounced chicken wing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's bonkers, man.
Yep.
Right. So we've side quested really quite spectacularly. That was probably one of our top side quests. I do believe, Nick. We do outdo ourselves. So look, let's just get a conclusion to this before we jump on to our next thing, because the Room 23 stuff, the book itself, well, let's just for safety's reasons call it peculiar. Okay, artistic, sure, is the reason that we think there's something weird there. The long list of unalived people, yes. The long list of females who have had catastrophic life unalivings, or what I would describe as mild mental health breakdowns, Lindsay Lohan. But here's another one for you. Like Drew Barrymore, okay? Hollywood starlet at the age of 8, in rehab at the age of 12, okay? Alcohol and drugs. Yeah, the story, bro, if you really want to depress yourself, go and look at the story of E.T. and Drew Barrymore, okay? Damn. Yeah. And Drew Barrymore's mother, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know what Drew Barrymore did or has that she got to break away and has a talk show and like looks like she has the vibe of a woman who has one of the tapes and has made 10 copies and given it to 10 of her friends and made it very clear that if anything happens to her, that shit's going public. That's the vibe Drew Barrymore gives me. Because by all accounts, Drew Barrymore should be the number one train wreck of Hollywood. Just going off of the statistics of what she's been through. That's why.
That's wild. I'm going to look into that for sure.
Bro, it's bananas. It's bananas. Steven.
That was like one of my first Hollywood crushes for sure.
Bro, I wish I was exaggerating. Actually, let me just pull up the facts for you, right? Because I wish I was exaggerating, because Ron does sometimes say things that are a bit over the top. Not when it comes to facts, though. But this one's mad.
No facts given.
Oh, bro, that needs to go on a fucking t-shirt.
Yeah, for
right?
real.
That's a banger. If anyone asks, I said that. We're going to AI out this bit of the video so that it was Ron that said that. Okay.
That's fair. I'll relinquish credit.
Nah, man, that's a belter, an absolute belt. No facts given. That's Twitter, right? And that's most of the internet, mate. It's genius.
Yeah, for real. Oh, the comments crack me up more than anything online. Like, I'll just go through a couple comments and just start laughing so hard. People are hilarious.
Oh, I can't deal with it. Like, I'll be doing a serious conversation. There'll be some guy talking about Jesus or how Jesus saved him, and he'll give this hour-long story about this most atrocious thing, and he gets to like the most meaningful part of the story, and then Ryan, right? He's in the side chat now. Ryan will say something just the most dumb shit, right? That just he'll correlate something in, or Michael say something, and then there's me like this, like this. They do it on purpose. So here you go. I'm gonna post the fun facts about Drew Barrymore in the side chat here, and I'll bring it up here. Key events: Barrymore's addiction journey began drinking alcohol at 9. Okay, and she's not from Scotland. Just in case you think this is normal everyday life. If this was in Scotland, normal things. Started smoking marijuana. Okay, and then the hyena at 12, okay? And then in rehab, legally emancipated from her parents at 14. Do you know how absolutely your parents need to be for you to get legally emancipated at 14?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
That is kind of wild.
I wonder what happened to her after that. Like, where she had to be maybe like cared for by her grandparents or something? Like, what the hell?
Well, listen.
If she's fully emancipated, is she just on her own now? 14?
Bro, I thought you meant in her career.
Oh,
and then you were like, she's living with her grandparents.
No, man. I was like, I don't know, like what she was.
You were actually concerned. Yeah, you were actually concerned for her welfare there. You were
like,
really concerned.
She's just on her own now. Like, that's what I kind of thought.
I don't know. Like, we need like a really sad backing track for when you said that. Like, what happened to her? Yeah, we need a 100%. Okay, yeah, no. Apparently, the grandparents weren't any better. Okay, so hopefully not.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, she was on her own.
Yeah. So I mean, I imagine there's more to the story than that, but we'll categorically just assume that she just motel hopped. Okay, that's what we'll assume. Yeah, she'll have been making bank. But I mean, listen, all jokes aside, that is what happens allegedly. I'm not saying this, Steven Spielberg. I'm not saying that. But when you look at the history of Steven Spielberg, allegedly, I'm not saying this, Steven. There is some questionable things, allegedly. Empire of the Sun, allegedly. The guy that played Batman, who played the little kid in that. The guy that played his stunt double. Why did somebody allegedly who directed the film, Steven, take him away, Steven, for like 2 weeks away from his parents, Steven? And why did he come back and never want to act again, Steven? I'm not saying it was Steven. I'm just saying Steven might want to answer those questions.
He's also a member of the Mega Group, which is this crazy elite group of guys who are not just billionaires, but like really, really crazy billionaires. And it's like 100 of them, and they get together to decide really important stuff. It's kind of Bilderberg meeting style ish, but it's more wealthy than that. Even it's like more elite than that. And Steven Spielberg is also in that group.
The group will be called Alex Jones infiltrated the Bilderberg group, and now we need to keep doing it every year so people don't think that it was something suspicious that ended because of Alex Jones, and we've definitely not started a new group. Do you know what I'm saying? Called the Schmilderschmerg Schmoop somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, listen, K-Buck, that was what got me on the entire thing. I have got a file on Steven, okay, who we're just going to call Steven. I'm not saying it's Steven Spielberg. Okay, but I've got a file about that little girl, okay, and what was publicly declared her death and what her medical records show. And no little girl should be dying of internal injuries that correlate with her back passage being brutally brutalized. Okay. Mm-hmm. And yeah. And just looking at his kids. Also, where's your social media, Steven? Like, why have you got no social media? What's that about? Do you know what I'm saying? What's going on with your kids? What's going on with your kids? That one daughter, you know what I'm talking about, Steven. I'm not saying it's Steven Spielberg's kids. I'm talking about Steven. Okay, I'm not saying it's Steven Spielberg's kids. I'm just saying Steven. Okay, because I wouldn't want to be saying anything about Steven Spielberg because I'm smarter than that. So I'm just talking about Steven. That's another
You're
guy.
definitely smarter than that. Yeah.
100%. 100%. Heather O'Rourke. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's one that really Ron's waiting for the day to set that one back up. Just so you know, the legend has it that Ron had 135,000 subscribers on YouTube and then uploaded his video about his trailer about Stephen, and then woke up the next day and everything was gone.
No
Goodbye.
way.
Goodbye. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm saying it's got nothing to do with Steven Spielberg.
Telling you,
I'm
dude,
pretty
he's
sure
in the mega group. He is in the mega group. This dude, bigger than I thought. That's for sure. But if you think about what he does, he controls he's one of the most prolific propagandists that there probably is.
for movies. You're talking about Steven in the movies.
Think about some of the movies he's made, plus the recent Disclosure Day, so many movies, literally so many movies you could see as being possibly something.
See, I'll be honest, right? I think everyone got Disclosure Day wrong, right?
I haven't even seen it.
I think it's got more to do. I think all the aliens were a distraction. I think we know the aliens are real. So they've thrown that in to distract us. I think it was all them finally showcasing the extent of frequency-based mind control, MK Ultra, all of that. I feel like that was the bigger thing, that people were just too focused on the aliens. I loved that movie though. I'll be honest, like people like slated it. I loved that movie, but I also think that the Joker Folie à Deux is the greatest love story ever depicted in the world. Okay, like I cannot tell you how incredibly nuanced and just beautiful a love story that is. Like it's heaven. That movie is heaven. And there is no character more relatable than Joaquin Phoenix's version of the Joker. I mean, I get it. I get it, man. I get it. I fully get it. It's so relatable. So,
yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Independence Day is definitely the best alien movie, hands down.
I mean, it was pretty good. Do you know what was an absolute disgrace? Was Alien World, the TV show. Do you know how angry that TV show made me, DJ Petrovsky? Do you know how angry that made me? That I'm watching some woke madness where the alien's a cool guy that some chick can talk to. What? I was like, why are there girl space marines in 40K now? I'm sorry. What has the world come to? It's madness. I'm sorry, it's madness. Okay, so let's try and pull this back. That was in our good 6 minutes of side quest in there. So is there any points that we've missed, do you think, DJ? Why am I calling you DJ, Nick?
Not necessarily. I don't we didn't bring up the silent children stuff much. We kind of touched on it just vaguely. But
bro, that's in the title. It's like half of the things that we're meant to be talking about. Okay, so let's wait, we'll just rewind it. So Nick, obviously we're going to be talking about the Forgotten Children and how this ties in. Would you like to just give us a little segue into how that happens, please? Obviously.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know about the Silent Children documentary project, it was from 2013, I believe, but I'm pretty sure it started in the project was started way back in 2009, and it was supposedly a compilation of a bunch of musicians that were getting together to support this documentary through a foundation called Traffic Jam. And Traffic Jam was using those funds to financially put on this documentary called The Silent Children. But it blew up because nearly everybody that was alleged to be involved with this project, or even in projects that tangentially relate to this project, all ended up passed away. So it got a lot of attention because of that. And most of the stuff seems to tie back to Haiti. A lot of it does. Before
you get into the Haiti stuff, right? It was Chester Bennington, it was Chris Cornell, it was Avicii, and it was Anthony Bourdain, right?
Yeah, and even Kate Spade, I linked to it through. Kate Spade is actually how I linked Diana Jenkins into everything, because I found out
Kate Spade. Wait a minute.
Kate Spade was the bag designer from New York, and she ended up selling the company But when she died, her husband came out in this freaking weird ass rat mask. Then I looked into that movie where the rat mask comes from, which was called the. Sorry, it's been a minute since I did this one, and I
Sorry.
love that movie too. The second movie I've seen, it's called Chap. Maybe you guys can help me, but anyways, in this movie, there's a still shot that's like literally fractions of a second, but you can catch it. And how they did on VHS, I don't know. Somebody probably accidentally paused it to go get some more popcorn, and they're like, "What is that?" But there's just a naked lady with no head in this window as they're going through, like flying down in this scene, and it's a Disney movie. So you're like,
I know
why?
exactly what you're talking about. It's I can show you the scene right now. It was Coming to America, and it's the scene where Fievel is getting on the thing. He just said bye to his dad. One moment, please.
Yeah, and so that
Coming to America. What was the name? What was the movie with Fievel? Coming to America is the one with Aqual. That's what's his name?
Called
The guy that keeps having kids and then telling the mums to piss off. Blade. What's his name?
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley
or
Snipes. So Wesley Snipes. I might have
or
just
you're talking about the new Blade. You're talking about the white Blade character, which is Ryan Reynolds, right?
There's not a white Blade.
They started doing a remake of Blade.
No,
with Ryan
Blade
Reynolds.
is only gonna, no. The
I know,
only
I
person
know.
that's ever going to play Blade is Wesley Snipes. Trust me.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, I love
Yeah,
Ryan
good.
Reynolds.
Eddie Murphy, thank you. Oh my God, we are two white dudes that
Eddie
just
Murphy.
completely the first black dude that came to both of our brains. We were just like, it's that guy, Eddie Murphy. Yeah. Why were we talking about Eddie Murphy? Oh,
You said
Coming
it
to
was
America.
a movie,
Fievel.
yeah.
Okay, hang on. Right. So Disney.
No, it's not
movie.
Ratatouille. It's called like
No, it's Fievel
like
Goes West.
or like the event.
Fievel Goes West. Naked lady. Trust me, if there's a hidden naked lady in something, I know where it is. Okay.
I really can't think.
Okay, so here's the movie. It's an American Tale. Fievel Goes West. Okay. This is the movie.
This is a different movie than I was talking about, so I'm curious what you found.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, okay. Is this the right movie? Hang on. Disney movie. Hang on. Disney. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I keep somehow pressing shortcuts.
It's called The Rescuers. And the mice work for this secret mice organization that's been created by the CIA, which is even more interesting. But yeah. And this mask, you can't buy this mask that he ends up wearing.
Okay, yeah, it's The Rescuers. And here's the scene. I can't show you it because she's got her boobies out.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll flag you or not.
No, it definitely will. Those are definitely boobies. But if you type in Disney recalled The Rescuers 1999 topless lady, then you'll get it. You'll see it.
A whole bunch of other ones too. You'll see like the Little Mermaid with the giant phallic
Yep.
shape and all kinds of stuff. You're like, whoa, this is insane.
I'm going to send you this, Nick. Did you see that when Jasmine and Aladdin got married, the guy that was doing the sermon gets a boner?
No.
Oh, he does. I'm telling you. And then you've got when Simba falls down and all of the particles go into the air, it spells out sex.
Wow. No, I didn't. That's wild. I didn't even realize that. Oh no, I did. In it's in The Lion King or whatever in the clouds too.
Yeah. Yeah, here it is. Here, like what?
Yeah, honestly, the Kate Spade video I did was one that I just put her in there because she's always lumped into the red scarf string of deaths. But when I got into that story, it was probably one of the most interesting stories that I uncovered in the Silent Children thing. And that is almost where we link Diana Jenkins in, but she actually came in with the Anthony Bourdain stuff. But David Spade was involved with the Room 23 book and Diana Jenkins and stuff too. David Spade is the brother of Kate Spade's husband. So it's just a wild story, but definitely worth checking out. The Rescuers stuff was wild. And The Rescuers 2 was the movie that I loved as a kid. I never watched the original Rescuers because, well, maybe I did, but I didn't remember it. It was definitely older. It's like an older version of a Disney movie. I think it was from the 80s or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, how did they find that? Because it's literally like a split second. I had a hard time nailing it down. Yeah, isn't that wild?
It's bananas, bro.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, there's loads of them. There is absolutely loads of them. And since I'm just going to throw this one in, there was a C3PO card in the original print run of the first generation Star Wars cards that is known as C-3PO and the Golden Penis. Because of the way the photograph was taken, something's refracting off of the front plate on his suit, and it just looks like this huge boner. They had to reprint the whole card series, the whole line of cards for that series.
Super collector's edition.
Bro, like, I'm about to go hunting for... In fact, never mind. Okay. I've become obsessed with, like, do you know how many weird cards? There was a set of cards that came out called American Terror Attacks that came out in 1979. And it's like educational cards for kids, right? And there's like one about an African cannibal warlord. There's one about the Pope being murdered. There's one about New York being blown up. There's a Hitler card, right? And there's like what was the guy with the Marilyn Manson? I've got about 6 Marilyn Manson cards. It's not Marilyn Manson. What's his name? The psycho that got the girls to kill all those people and he went to jail for it.
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson. Thank you. Also, allegedly a massive PDF file in jail from eyewitness testimony. So
I would believe that. I would definitely believe that.
Yeah.
Do you watch
Dang, all my childhood movies are ruined. Ron will do that. Ron could do a whole show that just says Ron ruins the things you love. Like, I could quite easily make a living from just ruining everything that people love.
Yeah, sorry.
It's not my fault, though. You know what I'm saying? Also, I meant to say this to you last time you were on the show. Fabulous hair, sir. Daniel. I mean, just fabulous hair, sir. I just want to say touche. Touche, sir.
Yeah, I worked in a corporate before all this, so I was like always pretty clean cut. And then,
bro, I'm talking to the guy on the screen with the fabulous hair. Okay, Nick. I know you think I was talking to you there, and you would think that I would save.
Talking to me, shit.
No, I'm talking to Daniel, right, with the fantastic hair, sir. You also, Nick, have fantastic hair. But yeah, I meant to say this to you last time.
I get it. Yes. He does have fantastic hair.
Beautiful, sir. So the silent children. The last time we spoke about this, I set you with my theory on this. Do you remember me telling you?
Your theory has been, I've kind of adopted your theory because it seems to make the most sense the more that I've thought about it. Yeah.
Well, look, you tell him, Ron, tell him the truth about the Johnny Depp trial. Ron has no idea. Apparently someone pooped in a bed. That's about as much as I know about the Johnny Depp trial. I'm not going to lie. I think, what was I doing during the Johnny Depp trial? Okay, fucking... That's what I missed it. I missed it. But I heard someone pooped. And apparently Johnny didn't do it. Bitches be crazy. Basically, bitches be crazy. That's basically, if you were to sum up the Johnny Depp trial, I think bitches be crazy sums it up pretty well. So Jesus Christ, what were that? We were just about to talk about something. Oh yeah, it was my theory, right? So do you want to tell it? Or I can tell it. You tell it.
No, you should go for it. It's your theory.
So if I was an evil group of people, right, and I was getting concerned that there was high profile individuals with evidence or stories, right? Even if, say, 2 of them had hard evidence and the rest of them just had stories, that means they all have evidence in the eyes of the public, right? It's just going to merge into one. I would say, hey everyone, why don't we all get together in one room? If you've got evidence of all of the naughty shenanigans going on, how about we do a project? And then when everybody comes forward, you just shoot them. Metaphorically, of course, you do it in a much more subtle way. But what better way than under the guise of taking down evil than getting everyone to come forward, painting them all as depressed lunatics, and having a series of unalivings happen? What a message does that send, bro? What message does that? So when people are like, why don't celebrities come forward? They try, and then they get bourdained.
Yep. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Bananas, bro. Like, and it's so in your face. Do you know what I mean? It really is. Like, it's obvious. We know what's happening. But how do you even begin to solve this mess, bro? Especially when it seems like good is being done, we could argue that it was just a complete and utter trap.
And it didn't go anywhere.
No, because they're all died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't go anywhere, and I honestly, throughout my research, was starting to feel like it was just a money grab, like they were just trying to get a bunch of donations because they did. They got a ton of donations, and they said that it
Yep.
was gonna be funded by these donations, and
Yep.
then what happens to the donations after the project is canceled? And then the chick that directed that project was an artist, and she had one video or one movie that she did under her production company, which was this one, which was never shown. And there's other like mildly famous music video directors and stuff that were going to direct the film because they were tied to the music industry, and so
Yep.
they were all. But then the chick that was going to produce the film, she ends up just her art career skyrockets. She ends up being able to put her artwork in this FAPE program. It's something about artwork in embassies, in U.S. embassies. So they basically just take artwork from the U.S. embassies and
Did you say it was FAPE? Yeah, yeah. So
FAPE, yeah,
FAP, yeah, it stands for fucking all PDF files.
exactly.
Right.
But she gets like her artwork in this FAPE program, and Hillary Clinton is on the board of directors for the FAPE program.
Right. Oh, she was given an ultimatum. She was given a, hey, if you step away from this project, we can get you into this gallery. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I mean, that's what that smells of to me, right? Do you know what I'm saying? And also the donations. This is going to sound really twisted, but I guarantee you they were specifically spent on something counterproductive like jerky seasoning.
Oh, I'm sure. In fact, that's what I think Anthony Bourdain's like role in all of this was, because he didn't really have anything to do with the actual documentary, but he is seen on his actual show visiting Haiti, and he's having this like, super intense, like existential crisis on camera about like, are we a part of the problem? Are we down here just exacerbating this problem because they're saying they're sending you guys money, but they're not? This money is getting embezzled or something. The woman who is going to expose the embezzlement of all these donations and funds got murdered. And then Anthony Bourdain is down there asking hard questions, and the Haitian people are saying, yeah, we haven't seen any aid. We haven't gotten shit, nothing, literally nothing. And so he uncovered that. And I think that that's what really put him on the chopping block, because then right after that, he starts talking about Hillary Clinton and he has that tweet where he's like, I have evidence and something that'll put Hillary Clinton away for a long time. So like, that's where I think his piece and everything was. And then to go in tandem with that, that's where Diana Jenkins comes into play too, because she donated like $1 million or something to the Clinton Foundation for the Haitian relief. So she kind of gets tied up into all of it as well.
The greatest gift the world can give to these evildoers is a natural disaster in a third world country.
Oh yeah,
infrastructure, public record, corruption, and all of it. It just
goes back to my voodoo theory, because I thought that if this was a black magic and like incited earthquake, that could be what they're doing. They're trying to do that because it is beneficial for them. And I think that that's not only do they get money embezzled that way, but I think they're also able to more easily find people to traffic in their little system.
Of course,
it's the most profitable thing there is. Like right now, I think even more than
Paula M. Right, where she used to live, Nicaragua. Right, like we think we understand what poor is. Okay, like she talks about the people who have nothing. Like they'll have babies and those babies don't even get registered as existing. And like they're living in a street with like a stick in the ground and 2 bits of corrugated metal as a house. Like we're talking poverty, bro. Okay. And life is super cheap. Life is beyond cheap there. And there's not a natural disaster there. There's a crazy, in fact, no, a super cool government. Okay. Super cool. And it's really mad, bro. Like just how cheap life is, the loss of parental so many parents die murdered. The mothers get R-worded and murdered and things like this, and these kids are just left, and it's horrific. And that was one of the things that Paula was doing out there, was creating a school and a refuge for these kids. And it's not until you hear the stories that have been told by the kids to someone like Paula that you realize, it's horrific. And we can't comprehend it here. Like we cannot truly comprehend what actual, real, insane poverty is.
No, so true.
We really can't. We'll see glimpses of what we think is real poverty, right, in our own countries. But somebody who lives on the street with nothing on the streets of California and someone who lives on the streets of Nicaragua with nothing, sure, on paper, they're both homeless people, right? But man, are they living different lives. I mean,
100%.
Different lives. And it's wild. And of course, these third world
people are more happy too because they're not worried about the financial piece of things. They're just worrying about getting by day to day.
Bro, I say this all the time. See if I could read ignorance for a weekend. It'd be sick. It'd be the best weekend of the year. Like, it'd be the absolute best weekend of the year. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
like,
100%.
It'd be amazing, bro. Like, just one weekend a year where you're just blindly ignorant to everything. You're just skipping through life. Do you know what I mean?
I forgot what that's like.
Bro. Camping videos. I wanted to make camping videos.
Oh man, dude, I'm in a deep one right now. It's unfortunately one I don't think I'll ever be able to make a video about, but it's about a period of time between like 1942 and 1945 roughly. But a lot of stuff went down. But I am knee deep in a pretty intense rabbit hole right now.
Oh, personally. Yeah, rabbit. Like, I've tried to I'm in like rabbit hole rehab right now. Like, I'm trying to like diminish my habit, try and like veer away from all of it. Sadly, I've replaced that with doom scrolling though, so it's like one was actually productive and the other one is just like removing my IQ slowly.
Yeah, I believe that.
So yeah, Ron's going to show his puppy before the show's ended. Don't worry. Well, look, we've hit the 2-hour mark, right? Do you think there's anything else that we've left off?
Honestly, I think we hit a lot of stuff, and I'm feeling pretty good about the things we talked about.
We definitely spoke for at least an hour of the things.
Chat.
Yeah, we definitely spoke for at least an hour on the things we were meant to as well, which is pretty good for us.
That's really good for us, honestly. And I think our side quests, though they were side quests, I think they still added to the overall arching theme here.
They always do. Like, it's the quality of the side quest that makes the side quest. Do you know what I'm saying? And who knows, maybe we'll have some more episodes of our side quest podcast in the future as well, because that's maybe just do it like a monthly mega side quest or something like that on a Sunday.
I'm way down with that.
Because that'd be great. So what else? Don't know. I'm live. I'm live after this show, which is me responding to Taylor Welch and Mike Brewer. Mike Brewer, of course, who I interviewed. Mike Brewer is probably one of the most legit, like, he's a paladin. If you've ever played any fantasy games and you know what the Holy Warriors are like, he is a non-plate armor wearing paladin, right? The things this guy has done on his like holy fight, you know, the spiritual warfare that we all talk about. It's a spiritual war, man. We're a spiritual war, man. Like, this guy's out in like the butthole end of the world, like in some mad cave in some mad place with a whole bunch of dudes with like ceremonial sacrificial knives made out of like obsidian and shit. And he's going in and being like, the power of Christ repels you, and dealing with it in the most proactive way you could ever imagine. And what's mad was after the show, I was like, hey, listen, just so you know, like, I'm a pagan witch, you know, like we have very different religions. And apparently he thought this was the most mind-blowing thing that has ever happened to him. And like, if you go to this podcast that these two guys have done, right? The very first chapter of the podcast is called I'm on a podcast with a witch. And that's me. I'm that guy. I'm that witch. So it's really interesting. So I'm going to respond to that because it's too funny. Too funny. Brilliant. It's brilliant, mate.
I just posted a video about the American Idol unaliving situation that just happened in February.
In the what, bro?
There's this guy that was an American Idol contestant that tried to stage, well, he's innocent until proven guilty, but allegedly staged his wife's unaliving. And, yeah, super. I've been doing like shorter mini dives on Tuesday, so I just posted that. But
I've done the mini dive of the streamer who just got charged for murdering his girlfriend and pre-recording his whole live stream, and his alibi was that he was live streaming when she was taken out.
I have seen
Bro,
this.
do you know how innocent he was for so long until they caught, like, until they realized it? Bananas.
Even I was
Bananas.
like, how did he do that?
How did
Yeah.
he do this?
Yeah, I was
You
like,
know what I
wow,
mean?
that's crazy.
So
Yeah, that's a good
anyone
story.
else?
That's a good one. Maybe I'll add that. I should add that to my list for sure.
It's an interesting one, bro, and it was massive when it happened, and then there was this huge drag on the sentencing for some reason.
Mhm.
So yeah, why can't people just break up? Are we talking about Brian and Hayden?
Yeah, for real. I mean,
Because
so many people.
well, here's the thing: Ron doesn't think that's a relationship. Ron thinks that's her handler. So when you hear her saying that she is no longer with him, sure, she might not be with him emotionally, and he keeps popping up everywhere. She's having to hire like teams and all, like security. But like again, when you look at what happens when you use the devil's breath on someone, like here's the thing: if I was to go and meet Nick right now, and I had a pocket full of devil's breath, and I blew a little bit on his face, and I said, "You're going to get on a flight now, Nick. You're going to get on a flight to freaking Belgium, right? You're just going to get on that flight and be like, brilliant! I'm off to Belgium. Off you go." Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no. You got to understand, like, people who are under the effect of this substance, they don't look like they're under the effect of a substance. They are acting completely normal, and that is, if you've seen Blink twice, they talk about it in that. Vice have been talking about it for 15 years. It is the no. So I can't say the word, but I can show you on screen, and this is your homework, Daniel, right? So, and also you, Nick, because if you've not seen this, then you need to get up. You need to be, I think it's like 35 minutes.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about. But I'm definitely going to watch this now.
Bro, after you've watched it, message me and just think about if that would have been the tour guide that you hired if you're in Colombia, okay?
All right.
Like, and you'll understand as soon as you see it. All right, here we go. So here's a documentary, The World's Scariest Substance, right here. Here is, hang on. There. That word there, okay, is the actual, oh, there it is, there. There we go. So, there you go. Make this bigger. So anyway, you've seen it, right? So that's what it's called. That's your homework, is this documentary here. This one here. This one here. Go and watch it. 43 million views. So
Damn, that's a lot of views.
Bro, also do not even remotely use a second of it in a video when you make a video to talk about it. They will just claim the whole thing. Like, they are vicious. So just put up stills. They're okay with still images. But bro, this is going to blow your minds. And it's not even just the tour guide. It's the stories that people tell. There's a prostitute who uses it on people and what she's done with it. There's like a gangster who gets it used on him, and his revenge on the people that done it to him is brutal. I mean, absolutely brutal. And then there's like a normal guy. It's bananas, right?
Wow. That's
and it's crazy. So yeah, you need to go and watch that. Everyone needs to watch that, because you need to get. Yep, it was Video Very 09. It was in the Schwepstein files. So yeah. Also, do you know who else is in the Schwepstein files? The guy that is the co-owner of PSA Grading, the grading card company that grades the Pokemon and sports cards, right?
Really?
Now, I know that's a bit off the wall, but what's that all about? I have to look into that.
What's that all about? Yeah, that's.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Random people that popped up in there.
The owner of PSA Grading. Mad. And the conspiracies behind that are just as layered as well.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, mate, it's bizarre. Like, the Pokemon card just sold for $16.5 million because of a regrading that took place at PSA to make it a PSA 9 to a PSA 10. Look, you're almost falling asleep with this story, but you're holding on, Nick, right? I hear you. $16.5 million. Can you put in chat your channel? Yes, I can. So here is the link to my next stream. All my links are in the description. Yeah. And I tell you what, I think the record for a TCG card is about to be broken by a 10-year-old boy out in America who went to his summer camp this year. And his dad said, when you get home, we're going to open one box of the new baseball Topps trading cards. And they got a signed dual logo card from the 2 MVPs of the year. And on the back of their uniforms, there's a gold Whiteman patch instead of a blue and red baseball patch. It's a gold one, gold and black. So it's both of their patches off their jersey and their signature, the 2 MVPs. This card will never exist again. It's a one of one. And I think it's going to go for between 18 and 21 million. Easy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Easy.
Freaking card. Wild.
Bro, you've no idea. Like, you have no idea the investment bro world. Like, you've got all of the like Arab Emirate princes seeing this as a legible investment now, and it's bananas. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that, but Ron could talk about that all day. All right, so listen, Ron's going to be live. Nick, what's coming up for you next? What's in Petrovsky land?
Well, to be honest, I was going to talk about Michelle Trachtenberg because of her links with Hayden, but I think I'm going to save that for next week and probably talk about Dolly Parton this week. I've got a full deep dive that I do every Friday. And then on Mondays, I go live with my fiance, Kim.
Yep.
We've been talking about the Lindsay Clancy trial because she's been obsessed with that. And then,
right.
Yeah, but that's what I got on the horizon.
Like, where are you landed on that?
Man, Kim showed me some pretty convincing stuff. If nothing else, I think there's just too many questions for me that I do feel like he had something to do with it. And the timeline just doesn't. That just 18 minutes is a real tight window.
Bro. Do you know what? I'm just going to agree and just say shout out Kim, right? Hope the show goes great. And
oh yeah, she's gotten a lot of hate for it, but
listen, we're not ever going to trigger Ron to just go off on anything that contradicts your wonderful lady. So, plus it's the end of the show, and yeah, but no buts. Actually, we're just going to leave it there. Growth, personal growth. So yeah, but look, I hope you guys have a good show. Make sure everyone likes and subscribe. Your links are down in the description.
Thanks for having me on.
We'll see you again soon, Nick. We'll get this monthly thing planned for a Sunday, maybe like the first or last month, because that's easy for our brains to remember.
That's fine.
Of the month. The Side Quest podcast on a Sunday. So Ron's crazy off-topic day is going to be Sunday.
Seems
so yeah. But listen, we've got Wax Unfiltered coming this week. We've got Maverick, the Maverick approach this week as well. We've got some good interviews. Ron just needs to get the thumbnails done. So before you call me or message me, Sarah, I'm going to get the thumbnails done. Nick, thank you so much for being here. Thank you everyone in the side chat for being here. I will see you over on my channel, which was meant to be ages ago. But listen, when Nick's here, that's all that matters. The puppy. Hang on a second. Hang on 1 second. Let me just give you a puppy update.
Yeah, we need the puppy update for sure. What a freaking cute dog.
Yeah. Come on. Come and see the people. I know.
Oh. What a freaking... Yeah, I just want to just like crush him. He's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, what a freaking adorable dog, dude.
I want to say something. Yeah. They wouldn't be saying that if they could smell the gas coming out of you. I know. You want to say something? You going to say something? You going to say something? Good boy. Oh, yes. You going to say something? You going to speak? Nah, not quite there yet. A bit shy. That's all right. I remember my first live stream. I know. His name's Storm. There's the... Oh, look at the guy. You're cute. So he is basically as soft as a cloud. Like, he's so soft. Also, he's got blonde ears. Like, he's got blonde ears, and look at the size of the paws. Like,
he's gonna be massive.
And his legs. He's got Kate Moss legs. Hey, got a Kate Moss legs. Yeah, you got a Kate Moss legs. Right. Okay. Now we've got to get him down. He hates getting put back down. Right, come on, you got this. Yes. But basically, he's a baby Falcor from Neverending Story.
Does look like that.
Baby Falcor.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I will see you guys over on my channel if you want to come and do that. If not, get on with your homework. Nick, it's always a pleasure. My microphone stand is broken. We'll see you all again soon. I'm live at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Peace out, my G's.
Later, sobers.